Boom. What's going on, guys?
Y'all disappeared.
We disappeared. Oh, well, they didn't disappear. Damn it, Colin. What's going on, guys? We are back for the next session of Lordly Caliber. This is the first session in a while that I've GM'd where two sessions are merging to like form the superhighway that is the, I won't say railroad, but the railroad that is the main story. In the interest of getting the combat done, we will stop listening to me ramble and we will pick up that D6. Joe, since you are sick, if you would like to automatically have your hero point and not have to like wax poetically at me for it, that is fine with me. I am going to hit the D6. And we have a 2. So Van Pogue is up first in character reflection for the hero point that you'll probably need to survive combat.
Well, the one thing I can say about Enderling and his Ode Toilette is that it sure keeps your mind off of the bad guys. But you know, don't get me wrong. I'm really very, very grateful that I'm tied to him so I don't get blown away. The tying to him thing is not one of the things I ever would have pictured myself doing, though. So, yeah, we got some people to kill.
Yes, you do. Take that hero point, sir, and let the D6 decide who is next in line. I see Joe has come up, and Joe does not want to go for his hero point because I see the sounds good in Discord. Joe Enderling receives a hero point. Actually, also, Enderling and Pogue both receive action points for willingly attacking something that's double their CR. And we will roll again.
Woohoo!
And it keeps coming up 1. The system doesn't care about Joe's sickness. Donald, you're on.
Who's next?
Okay. I want to know, what is my apprentice mindset at the moment? Everyone have heard what is on Lucia's mind and her familiar, but what about her apprentice?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
He's probably somewhere back at the camp. He's not super combative yet. He has like the basic grasp on spellcasting that like the little baby sorcerers would have. He's part genie. It's in his blood. But he's uncouth. He thinks he's very couth. He calls everyone comrade, and he thinks he's very, like Van is saying in the chat, he's a lover, not a fighter. He's probably, like, you get the feeling...
A lover with Cracker Barrel all over his shirt.
Yeah, that. Yeah. But you get the feeling, if you mold that clay hard enough, you can make something out of it. But it's good. That's a lot of molding.
Awesome. Lucia is up to the challenge. She always like a good challenge, and she gets to break to her friends if she ever go back to Cheliax. I made a incompetent person into a magic user.
All right, fair enough. You get your hero point, my man. And here's a D6, and that person already went, and that person already went. And we're just gonna go in line. Sarah, Papa Meredith is in character reflection for that hero point.
Meredith still feels a little over his head right now, but he feels more confident being surrounded by a group of people he likes to call friend.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's about it.
Fine, take your hero point.
Well, fine! Oh, do you want me to do an in-character reflection for our 1v1?
You can, I guess.
I really liked making a new friend!
Yeah, take your hero point. And I'm just gonna... Colin, go. The dice have finally hit 5. You have a hero point. Colin, you're on. Colin, right. Who's coming off an entirely different session.
Yeah, for sure. Well, so Emmy is trapped in her own mind, though I can't say I blame her for trapping herself there. Apparently the end of the world is upon us, so that's something. And now Mustafa has pulled me off to battle without making arrangements for what's going to happen to her, and she's just been left in this guy's basement.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm not too happy about it, but there's nothing I can do to get back now. I gotta just fight through what's in front of me.
Fair enough. Alrighty, take your hero point. And to answer Van's question, and perhaps all of the other people out in viewerland who didn't see it, because Colin missed 2 sessions in a row, and because Colin sent me a text wall for what he wanted to do with his downtime, and because one of the reasons he missed was because I had to move the schedule to go get my medal on, I gave him a one-on-one. That one-on-one is on the channel. It is called the Blue Kobold Emporium. I guess it's just right above this in the playlist, and it definitely, like, players, check it out because Xandu knows more about the plot than you guys do. Everybody else, check it out because there's a lot of fun, and it's not very often you get to see those. It's definitely an entirely different animal than a 6-man group. Anyway, speaking of 6-man group, Kane, take us home for that hero point.
Alright. A long time ago, I accepted that death is an unavoidable part of life. The cycle must continue, as surely as the setting of the sun, or the coming of the tide, or the changing of the seasons. The mad troll in front of me with the midget strapped to his leg, or perhaps our greatest weapon, stands bloodied yet defiant, but I don't know for how long, and without his might to distract the greater foe, I question whether we'll follow him. The cycle must continue, but I pray it not spin for us too quickly.
Fair enough. Take that hero point. And before we start, well, we have started. This is part of the game. I realize there is a size category tiny familiar running around in a windstorm. I'm sitting here, like, actively trying to find the table while people are in character reflecting. But I'm going to go ahead and, like, while I'm looking, Donald, have your Raven make a strength check. Well, your Raven, your Imp, your Wimp, if you will. Yeah, that sounds gross. I'm not going to call it that again. That was real bad. I shouldn't have done that.
That sounds like a weird, like, what you call
Am I still coming through over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are.
I was waiting for strength check from Donald's familiar. Also, I really like that picture of Yarva as a gentleman.
What's this from Panic at the Disco?
I just had to look at what his strength modifier is.
I see.
So Yarva will become a gentleman one day.
A 10 is not quite good enough. I am trying to find... I go to weather for the effects, and it gives me the, like, big, gigantic block of text from Ultimate Wilderness, which is sweet, but that's not what I need right now. Well, I know what it does, so I'm going to roll... What happens is, there's a, like... From where your familiar is standing, there is, out of nowhere, kind of just like a little pop of fire, and your Raven sees Mustafa, your Raven sees Xandu, your Raven sees a half-elf who, like, seems very, very uncomfortable with his situation and kind of looks like he's about to throw up a little bit.
It's dirty here.
It is very dirty here, but you don't see it for very long because you get blown around. You get blown... This D8 is for your direction. 1, 2, 3, you get blown that way. You get blown 40 feet in that direction, so I will grab this token.
Holy
5,
cow.
10, 15, 20... Got to scroll over. 25. You should have line of sight there.
I don't see my familiar on the map.
I'm getting there. Hang on. I just realized you don't have line of sight.
No.
Advanced has sight. Go. Now you should see.
Cool.
So your Raven flies over through the, like, where the wall was, and then, like, it doesn't take much of a perception check to realize that the wall is no longer there. There's just kind of bits and pieces of it. As I'll say you stop there and you run into a, like, big enough bit of wood that your Raven smacks into it.
Cool.
I will allow... I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. I'm still kind of digging for this thing, but I will allow a reflex save.
Okay.
14. That's probably fine. I'm gonna say it's fine, so I'm not sitting here for like 45 minutes trying to find the table. So you'll take half of this as you collide with it. It's bludgeoning damage for your damage reduction.
Okay, cool. Okay, so my Raven will just hide among the ruined wall for the time being.
So Colin did crit initiative alongside Sarah. I'm going to have Zandu go first. Zandu,
Hey.
Irindil, and Mustafa and yourself, all three, in a like flash of fire, you appear. I'm probably contradicting myself a little bit because I know we talked about this just a little at the end of last week, but
Yeah.
there's a huge sandstorm going on. I think I said something about how Mustafa cast something. So you guys on the wall, you see like, I'll say these two guys here, in like a gout of holy fire, they are consumed. I don't know who saw it. You guys can all see it. Okay, so like a fireball collides with those two div, and they just kind of like melt into ash, screaming in agony. Zandu, Irindil looks over at you, and you see him quickly like down a potion real quick, and you know he's speaking telepathically because he's pointing a finger at you and a finger at Mustafa, but he's being like trying to like talk into the windstorm.
Yeah.
As soon as he opens his mouth, because you crit initiative, you get a little bit of like psychic insight. It's really easy to come up with stuff for a natural 20 for a psychic caster because just magic psychic stuff happens, and you get the feeling that that I need to see what you have line of sight to. Okay. There's a wall a little ways in front of you. You can't quite see it through the storm. There's a wall a little ways up there though, and you get the feeling it's about to go up. Basically, the wall is about to be destroyed, like right in front of where you are. As you kind of like shake your head and your eyes like roll back in your head and go back to normal, Irindil's pointing at you and Mustafa. Again, it's telepathic, but he's still like pantomiming that I need to shout in a sandstorm. Just, what's the matter, fortune teller? Did you leave your crystal ball at home? Mustafa, we need to go back. He left his crystal ball on. And Mustafa, like, who is also...
So,
Mustafa is also...
this is coming from?
Mustafa has also cast message, and he's, like, just scowling at Irindil, looking at you. It's coming from, like, just straight north of you.
Straight north, so up on the map in
Yeah,
this case.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, because I know sometimes the Pathfinder maps are all wonky about which way's north.
Mm.
So, Zandu, he's got message coming from both of them.
Yeah.
Um,
In effect, there's a three-way call going in that like triangle where your minis are sitting.
He's going to say back to them, we need to move south now. Because you said that wall's about to go up. I'm assuming you mean like just get wrecked and then we're in the path of it.
Just get wrecked, yeah, pretty much. That's what's going on. That's an accurate assessment. Okay, you say what you say. Irindil just kind of like looks at you, looks at Mustafa. Mustafa looks at... Actually, what Mustafa's going to do is he looks at you and then he kind of like... He doesn't have hair. It's awkward to say that the hairs on the back of his neck stand up, but he's a paladin. And that's the effect. That's detect evil. He sees it. He looks up. He looks at you. And I need to remember what Mustafa sounds like. I was home all day, so I haven't had a chance to drive around at work practicing my voices.
Is that what you do on the way to work?
That's what I do when I'm delivering pizzas.
Nice.
Hello, pizza mouth!
Not like that, Jesus.
I don't know what voices you practice.
Mustafa looks at Zandu, just, your friends should be around here somewhere. We must go. There are bigger threats here than what is going on at Fort Ligos. He grabs Irindil. Irindil gets really, he tries to pull away as Mustafa's hand reaches down to him. But he doesn't, actually, but he just kind of, you can tell he really resents what's happening, and he just, under his breath is awkward in the message, just, I hate teleportation. They both teleport out.
Ah, darn. So
You don't get high, powerful NPCs to get through this fight.
Zandu moves.
I should also say, Colin, right here, because you can see, the last corner of that token. Right there, there's
Yeah?
a little bit of some kind of creature from the outer planes. They've assembled in, huge mobs. They're all about the size of you, but they kind of, think like a Lord of the Rings goblin. They're all kind of, hunched forward, kind of just, jeering and yelling in your direction, you imagine, but you can't really hear it.
Yeah, so Zandu's going to move south and west.
Okay.
I'm going to take that slowly so I can sort of see what's going on as Xandu walks. So I'm not going to just, like, pop him over.
I'll just move the token
That's
really quickly. Haha, oops.
5.
Okay.
What does this thing look like?
That looks like... I need to get off your token to double check. That looks like stairs leading up the wall.
Stairs leading up the wall that's about to be destroyed?
You don't think it's the entire wall, necessarily.
Okay.
But, like, just like a section of the wall was going to get destroyed and you were going to get overrun.
So, Xandu's going to shoot for high ground, I guess would be the best way to put it.
I can dig it.
So that was 15.
Uh-huh. That's 25. 30. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if he can double move at all.
You can. It's just penalties of perception checks and you get hurt sometimes.
Okay, so in the sandstorm, it wouldn't be
It's
the
not
best idea to do that.
Right.
So, yeah, that's ooh, Xandu can cast something too, I think.
Okay.
He's got invisibility now.
He's got invisibility now.
So let's take advantage of that, turn him invisible.
Okay, so you will need to roll concentration for casting in the storm. Well, I think that's in your block, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay,
Yeah,
so...
it should be up there. Don't know what it is yet because I can't scroll because all these pop-ups are getting in the way of the scroll bar.
Yeah.
Every time someone makes a message.
So I think a 12 pass. I actually think a 12 fails. It's weird because I don't see the number that's rolled on that. We will double check concentration. I should have left this tab open because I knew this was going to come up. Because you guys are fighting in a sandstorm. I think it... I just said it passes, but I think it fails. There we go. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm getting there. Do. See concentration. You are casting in violent weather. DC is 10 plus the... What's the level of the spell?
It's a level 2 spell.
Then it is Tied Defender and you do pass. Okay, fair enough. You're good.
Okay. 1 minute per level invisibility.
So you're invisible
Nice.
for a million years.
Yeah.
Alrighty, is that all?
I believe that's all, but as soon as I attack, I think that goes away.
It does. Invisibility is cool, but it's not the end-all be-all. So it goes to the big div. It's going to move. Oh, yeah, it does go to. So you could say it goes to you. Is that just petting
Well,
me?
I didn't know if you had, like, a thing you're doing.
Oh, no. I just didn't realize I had two people
I
at the
don't
same
know,
time.
like, hey.
Well, Sarah,
The thing he was doing was skipping you, Sarah.
yeah,
Oh.
but it is your turn. Good.
I'm too busy crying because you skipped me, Tommy.
That's the spirit. What do you do on your turn, though?
Where's my spiritual weapon? Is it still a thing, or did it blow away in the wind?
It doesn't blow away. It's magic. Your spiritual weapon is somewhere down in the sandstorm. It's okay. I see it. It's attacking this troop here.
All right. Let's do it.
There's definitely like those guys are. They're not looking the happiest. There's definitely some of the like vines that are crawling up their ankles into their armor and stuff. Like you can see on. Well, you can't see at all. You somehow know they're not doing well. Well, you can kind of see some of them. Never mind. You can see some of them have like thorns impaling their thighs, impaling like you imagine through their armor, and like the vines are kind of like pulsing.
Ooh.
But if you're going to spiritual weapon, make that happen.
Right. It's plus charisma.
Yep, D20 plus cha.
Cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Why can't I click on... Oh, it's just rolling it for me. Stop. Ignore those.
Just throw a bunch of D20s down and hope you get it.
One of these will hit.
Yeah!
Hero point.
Hero point. I hear you. Natural ones are bad.
That's much better.
It probably is. Yeah, that hits. That does definitely hit.
And that's 1d8 plus charisma?
Correct.
Okay. Should really write that down.
You should. It would be nice. All right, they take 6 damage. That's the first, like, actual damage that troop has taken, but they're still, like, most of it's from having their life force drained by the druid.
Good.
Will that be all?
No, I gotta attack the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
With my actual weapon.
With your actual weapon.
And not just...
And I need to get his actual stats out. This is what happens when you take time to get food before Pathfinder. I don't think that hits. I'm
Ooh.
sure that doesn't. Yeah, no, doesn't it?
Still better than a natural 1.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Now you're done. Now it's the big div's turn. He's going to walk leisurely out of everyone's line of sight. I think. Checking Enterling, because Enterling is like the beacon for this party. Then he's going to do a thing. Then I'm going to grab a thing. You guys all hear... well, make a perception check to see what you all hear. I like how Donald has perception check, like, as soon as I ask. Well done.
Perception is a most rolled skill, so I have the macro made for all these saves and important rolls.
Fair enough.
Nice.
I need to get out of the habit of drawing these in black on this board, because we won't see them. I'm going to draw over that, and well, no one sees it anyway, but I know. All right, so everybody, it's hard for people to hear. Waiting on a Joe.
He's somewhere.
Did he get up?
Yeah.
Oh, he did get up. Okay. There he is. Okay, so Xandu and Enterling just kind of hear the sounds of combat. Francis and Pogue and Lucia. Sarah, you didn't roll perception.
Oh, shit.
I knew I was missing somebody.
I don't know why I didn't. I was like, they're rolling perception.
They've got this.
I don't need to do this.
You do not. Okay, so Emeritus and Pogue and Francis all hear, like, the sound of wood splintering and, like, the scream of men and women as they're thrown into the air, followed by, like, a sickening, like, noise as you imagine someone is, like, impaled on something.
Did you like how I helped with sound effects, Tommy?
I did. That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait. Where did the turn order go?
I probably closed it on accident.
Yeah.
Okay, battle is over.
Initiative is over. I'm just going to kill you.
We win!
End of campaign!
What if it was that easy?
I mean, it is, Tommy. You just have to live with that, though.
Okay, who can see that? I'm really starting to dislike fighting in a sandstorm because it means I have to do so much extra. Lucia can see it. Okay, so everybody can see Taldan soldiers marching through a hole in the wall. Xandu can see. They get like right up to him. And Xandu can't see the perception check, but the players will. They don't seem to notice Xandu. That is the big guy's turn. Francis, you're on.
All right. The only thing I can think to do right now, since that div left, is strengthen this wall of thorns we have in front of the gaping hole in our defenses.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast plant growth into that area of entangle.
Alrighty. So do I need to roll something?
No, it just increases all the DCs by 4.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Fair enough.
That will help.
I need to play a caster druid at some point. That sounds like a lot of fun. Is that all?
Yeah, when you can figure out what to cast. Yeah.
Alrighty, it goes to our friends. Our friends will do automatic damage to these guys, which takes out this one. I might not have all my stuff prepared, but I do have their automatic damage prepared.
Oh, cool. One is dead already. Probably the one that I injured from last session.
Yeah. Why do I have a... He does not have 99 hit points. Why did I write that in there? I know what I'm doing when I GM. I understand everything. It's probably the first damage you've taken. So we'll do... Whoop, not that much. That much. So the guys that are caught in entangle, they need to make the save now. Is that right?
Yes.
Alright, so my reflex sucks. But here we go. First guy, second guy. They both add 2.
Nice.
So I imagine even that 21 doesn't get there.
No.
Alright, so what happens to me?
You're taking
I'm taking crap.
Oh, 1 second while I try to remember what that spell does.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's Constitution damage, but I can't remember how much.
It's called Thirsting Entanglement, is that right?
Thristing.
Thristing? Yeah.
Yes, thristing, which is the root word of thirsting.
I see.
It's archaic on purpose. I don't know, to be annoying, I suppose.
It reads as thirsting on the SRD. But it is 1d2 points of Constitution damage.
Oh, okay.
Is that all for the allies' turn?
Just about. I need to take my con damage. Oh, you go next, that's why. Okay, I see.
Okay.
Not yet, not yet. It's not your turn yet. I'm still waiting on my con damage.
Oh, that didn't work.
This is why we need to bring a coin to our Roll20 sessions. Just flip it.
So there's definitely a coin on your desk.
One con damage. Alright, they don't like it. But it's not enough to matter, because they took 2 once and then 2 again. I need to remember I have golems. The golems will smash, and I think that just outright kills. No, he doesn't. He hadn't taken that much damage. He'll take...
Well, they're also entangled, so probably.
They're not happy. They're definitely, like, they are stuck and dying. This is almost, like, merciless. He'll take another this, and he'll do that. And now I think that's all the allies' turn. Well, those guys take damage, and I understand what it is. Donald, you're on.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, I cannot. Can I end my turn in a ally square, or can I not do that?
You can. If you can't,
Okay.
I say you can. Especially if you're trying to get an Enterling square. He's bigger than you.
Okay. I'm just looking at everyone. So who would actually benefit most? I'm just thinking of casting a stone skin on one of the party members close to me.
Yeah, I would say Enderling.
Probably the big guy,
Okay.
yeah.
He's the most beat up.
Okay, so I cast stone skin on Enderling, and it lasts for as long as up to its 7th level, so like 70 minutes, and you have DR.
You did it.
Yep, I am being quite useful with my bust spells. And then I end my turn there, being in cover-ish.
Being in cover. That's why he's actually doing it. He's not doing it to be friendly.
Yeah, true. I mean, I am helping him survive longer.
Alright, Joe and Van, what you got?
Joe, if you want to move on, I think we're going after the big guy.
Yeah.
We're going after the big guy? Alright, let me see what you guys can
Yeah.
see. There's 2 guys between you and him. But they're like just little like terrible things that are kind of like just like it kind of looks like I'm doing like a bad 1980s hip hop video over on my head. But what I'm trying to do is they're just little Lord of the Rings goblins just kind of like shambling at you, stabbing people.
For us?
No, but right here is what I'm saying.
Oh.
To go that way.
I think I'm just going to move there and then I'm going to attack the goblins in front of me to get them out of the way.
Gotcha.
I think this is updated.
That definitely hits, and that's definitely 27 damage.
That's all moved.
Alrighty, Van.
I'm going to. What do I have to make for a check for?
To cast?
Yeah.
It's just D20 plus your caster level.
Okay. So I was just 12.
Alrighty, what are we trying to cast, a level 1 or level 2 spell?
Just Cure Light Wounds.
Oh, okay, yeah, it succeeds then.
So that's a 8 for. Oh, I didn't realize the caster check and stuff was already there. But anyway,
That's
I
fine.
re-rolled it. So that's 8 for Enderling.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty, understood. Now it goes to the little creepers. What are the little creepers going to do? The little creepers are... How hurt are these? This little creeper is going to He's probably gonna just roll to cast defensively real quick. Well, he's not. Yeah, he's casting defensively. It's a spell like. So he rolls this. He adds this. He needs to get. He doesn't pass. Okay, so Sarah, right next to you, you can't see. Well, you can see him right here. This guy. He starts concentrating on something. He begins chanting in a language I bet you don't understand, and it provokes from you. Or no, it doesn't. It just loses. He loses the spell because he failed to cast defensively. So this one's just gonna back off. This one's gonna try to back off too, and then it provokes from you. It provokes from my guards as well. My guards. It provokes from the defenders as well. They both miss. You do not hit either.
Boo!
They are going to check their character sheet, see if they have true seeing.
They are?
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, there's an invisible dude over this way, I thought. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, they don't have true seeing, so they just have to roll perception to see if they pick up on Xandu. They, Colin, make me a stealth check, if you would.
Okay, I gotta double check, but because I'm stationary right now, I'm pretty sure I get a plus 30 to it.
You get a plus 40.
A plus 40?
Yeah. 20 if you
Alright.
move, 40 if you don't.
Nice.
My perception is plus... Yeah, unless you natural one, they don't see you. There's no way. There was no way.
Still gotta make it, though.
You do.
Do-do-do-do.
Da-da.
That would be... stealth.
That would be stealth. You pass by a mile. Is that with that 22 is not with the plus 40. Okay, fair enough. I'll roll a neg 18. These guys are going to... They'll roll the cast defensively as well up here. 1, and he fails, and he fails. Yeah, he doesn't fail. Okay, so this one just kind of winks away somewhere. This one provokes from these guys. I'll quickly throw some d20s down to see if he dies. He probably dies. Malik hits him for that much. It doesn't kill him. He's gonna just kind of... He dies. He tries to cast the spell. Malik's hammer hits him. Somebody might vaguely hear him just like, "No, you don't!" as he brings his hammer down. This guy tries to run off.
Nice.
And here's a couple other... Blah, blah, blah provokes. He dies. Yeah, he is very dead. I will move him to the wall of dead things so we can remember what you guys killed. And then it goes to Colin.
So, these two right here, are they hostile, not hostile? What are they?
They're hostile. They're definitely hostile. It just kind of looks like they're running away.
It looks like they're running away from something, huh?
Yeah.
And then that troop I saw over there, is that... I'm assuming that's hostile as well.
Yeah, those are Imperial soldiers.
Alright, so I think what Xandu's going to do is... Xandu will move quietly over to this corner here.
Alrighty. Sounds like a stealth check.
Yes, it does.
I won't roll the... Well, I'll let you roll the stealth, and then I will roll the perception, because it's a matter of if you won or if I 20, basically.
Yeah.
You do not
16.
won. I have to roll this 4 times, because there's 4 people who could potentially see you. None of my natural 20, you're good.
All right. So what he's going to do is he will hold his action, waiting for those two there to pass, and when they do, he's going to cast burst of radiance in the area just ahead of him, where the troops were.
Okay. Understood.
And that is a held
Standard action. Alrighty. So then,
held standard action.
Sarah, what you got?
Last session / last turn, I forgot to cast, I think it's Heroism.
Okay.
Let me double check, make sure that's the right one real quick. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, I should also mention that Zandu has his whip ready as well.
Good. Well, I can just look up heroism real quick.
No, it's Blood of Heroes. That's the one.
Blood of Heroes. I have nothing familiar with
It's a
that at
move
all.
action, and I can.
Oh, that's from your revelation, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get a +2 to morale bonus on attack rolls, damage rolls, and will saving against fear.
Okay, understood. It is cast.
Defensively, well, wait.
Well, it's not a cast. It's something you do. You do it without having to roll.
Oh, sweet. Okay, even better.
All right. So what is your standard action?
Those are our friends.
You still have a spiritual weapon. The spiritual weapon has like 2 rounds left, I think.
Okay. I'll attack the dude because otherwise I can either move to hit this dude or attack here.
Right, pretty much.
So I will attack. Because then I'd provoke from this guy if I move.
You also don't have your move action.
Oh, well, that too. So I'll just attack with the spiritual weapon.
Okay. That does hit.
Woo!
And they take a whopping 8 damage. Well, they have a lot of con drain, so that's definitely relevant.
Oh, wait, add 2 to both of those.
Okay, so he takes 10. Got it.
Forgot the thing I just cast.
Happens to the best of us. Is that all?
Yes.
I keep trying to put the con drain on this guy, but it's adding it.
Nice.
There we go. That's how we know. All right, big boy. Francis, you're up.
Forgot I was muted.
Story of my life.
Yeah. Okay. So I can either I have something in mind. I can either do this for myself or I can do it for Emeritus.
I'm listening.
Is your strength higher than your dex?
Mine? No.
No.
That'd be a no for either of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tony's staring at me, so I'm assuming he's talking to me.
No,
Unless he's being really weird.
Well, does Emeritus fight in combat ever? Like in melee, I should say?
Yeah. Usually,
Yeah?
I'm in melee.
Okay. I will do this for you then. Francis is gonna walk here and cast Siphon Might on the div in front of him.
Okay.
It's a
Understood.
fortitude save.
It's also spell resistance.
Oh.
It's also casting defense, or it's also casting in a violent windstorm.
Yeah. I'm less worried about the concentration check than the caster level check.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
Oh,
The concentration check is a crit, and thus you break his spell resistance automatically.
Nice.
I need a fortitude save, is that what I heard?
Yes.
My fortitude save is kind of bad. All of my stuff is kind of bad. That's what I get.
That's what I was counting on.
Does a 20 get there?
Does Ty go to caster? Or
Ty
defender?
goes to the defender. In this case, that's him.
Fuck.
Watch
Yes.
your profanity. This is the part where Adam shows up.
Well, remember that this is a stream with adults for adult languages.
For adult language.
Minors use discretion.
But the spell does fail, yeah. Well, is there like...
Give him
Is it like a...
No, it's a save partial.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't take twist away, so it succeeds.
Okay. He loses I think it's 4 points of strength, and Emeritus gains 4 points of strength.
Sweet.
Alrighty, that's relevant.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't have enough strength to have it drained by the druid. Is that all?
Yes, that's my standard in my move.
Alrighty, friendlies will do friendly stuff. This guy probably dies. They have enough conjuring. They're super dead, yeah. I don't know who can see this mini leave the board, but it leaves the board as the stone golem brings its arms down and just crushes like a block of these troops, essentially. What few remain struggle to get out, cannot get out, and just kind of, like, you see these vines, like, go in their ears, their nose, their eyes, and just, like, turn them into, like, husks of people, essentially, as all their blood and the things of that nature just are drained away from them.
Holy crap.
Need
What
to-
kind of
Gross.
spell is that?
That spell is called Thirsting Entanglement.
Wow.
Nice.
Mother Nature fights back with Kung Fu Action Grip.
Kung Fu Action Grip! What else happens? Actually, honestly, the golems... They're just going to stand there. No, they're not. They don't have the ability to think, I'm just going to stand here. They're going to try to move.
Tommy.
They
so-
can probably make the strength check to walk through that entangle spell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What's the DC?
Ooh, right. It's 24 right now.
24, and I can make a strength check to do it?
Yeah, it's a strength check to like break free.
Okay, what's the...
You get all of your movement before you have to make the check, though.
Okay, fair enough. Then they're just going to move there, and I'm going to throw some dice down. There, I need to throw 3 dice down. Nobody nat ones. That guy dies horribly. And again, the rest of his vitality is just drained away into nothingness. These guys are going to... These guys don't have problems seeing in Sandstorm. So what's going to happen is first, the div are going to go... Well, they're not going to make that noise. They're not like weird monsters. Well, they're kind of weird monsters. But, and they're going to try to attack some Francis. This is the one that is taking a penalty to its strength score.
Wait,
So did those guys pass me?
They did not.
They did
I
not, huh?
Tommy, so south of this area there are divs, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So the first one crits for, I might have to do the math, for not much. 1d6 plus
I like
1 times
not much.
2. So 12 damage. That's almost max damage for him.
Ouch.
And here comes the second one.
It stings.
Owie! This one has not had its
Oh,
strength score
Never
screwed
do
with.
that again. You sounded like a small child.
Thank you. Does the 17 hit you, Francis?
It does not.
Alrighty. So these guys are going to march just straight past Xandu. They're going to end up like this. I'm going to give them both perception checks. They don't... Well, make one more stealth check, Colin, if you would, please.
Those guys are big.
Yeah, because they're troops.
Big
They're
guys.
not like size category gargantuan humans
Yeah.
with spears. Just You guys are actually playing the Giant Slayer adventure path? No. That's about like...
Right.
That's like 30 or 40 guys crammed together in one square. Just plate mail and pikes.
That's 20 plus 40 because I'm standing still right now.
Yeah, they don't even begin to see you, so they're just gonna kind of like walk past you. So your held action would go off if you want it to,
So they just like stop right there with me cornered.
because they're gonna start stabbing at Francis. They have.
I cannot even see Francis. I have no idea where he is.
Oh well,
No.
Francis is close, kind of close, a little. Haha! Oops.
My brittle druid body.
Yeah, brittle druid body. They have. These
Okay,
guys are all
so-
carrying pikes that are like twice or even maybe 3 times as long as their body, leveled forward, and then like go back a couple ranks, and they go like 45 degrees up, 90 degrees up, that kind of thing.
Oh,
Remind me how troops work. How bad of an idea would it be to cast something while they're right there?
They aren't aware of you, so it won't provoke.
Yeah, but I'm
It's-
talking about next time.
They have attacks of opportunity. You won't take automatic damage at the end of their turn now, because they aren't aware of you. But that's how troops are essential.
Yeah.
Think like swarms, but they're people instead of scarab beetles.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you mind if I switch out the spell that I was originally going to use for one that's not aggressive? instead.
I'll be generous this once. Yeah, sure, go for it.
All right. Xandu will cast Illusion of Calm on himself in preparation for the next step there when he's gonna.
Understood. And you even crit
Do
the
some
caster level
damage.
check. Okay.
Even if I was trying to do it. Oh yeah, because it is in a sandstorm still, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But what are we doing on that natural? You guys are doing really well today. And this is coming off a one-shot, or not a one-shot. This is going off a one-on-one where Xandu rolled really bad, like, habitually the whole time.
Until the very end where I crit initiative.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so you get that little bit of, like, that flash of psychic insight. You essentially are that meme where somebody makes a perception check and it's, I see everything. That's you.
I see.
There is a much, much more powerful creature running around here somewhere. You get the feeling that some magic on his part is what tore a hole in the wall, and right now he's invisible, is what I'll give you.
He's invisible, is what you said.
Yes. But
Gotcha.
the idea is there is something much more powerful than you running around this place invisible. Anyway, is that all?
Okay.
Now that I've
interesting.
made it suitably spooky.
Mhm.
That all, Colin?
Because that was just a held standard, yeah.
Alrighty. Donald, at the top of your turn, I forgot to have you do this, but have your familiar make a strength check again. I'll give you a little bonus because there's like stuff you can hold on to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my familiar just hide there for the entire combat.
We'll see. Make a strength check. Oh, are you going to use your hero point?
Nope.
All right.
My imp should be fine.
So we're going to have it. It's going to move. This D8 is determined direction. I roll a 3. This D8 doubled is how far it goes. This D8 times 5, rather. So it goes 80 feet just straight to the left. The wind picks up out of nowhere, and it's just, I'm fine. I got this. Wah! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Xandu probably sees just a little bit of the raven just, 65, 70, 75, 80.
Okay, so for my familiar, he would find a spot to hide among here.
Right,
so are there any...
First, make a reflex save as you collide with that crate. I think that's a crate. There's something in that square. What is in that square? I can't tell. It looks like a crate. Or like a bit of that building.
I have to love fast eating too.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I got a reflex save. So you'll take half of this. You treat it like it's falling damage, and you just fell 80 feet. So you take this many d6. Bing.
Yeah.
25 damage.
Okay, so ouch. So about 12 damage then.
From like DR, you mean?
Yeah, it would be after DR. It would be. It's. DR. It have DR good, so I guess it would be 15. It would be about 7.
If it's DR over good, yeah, this thing doesn't break your DR, and it just does 15 damage. If it's DR 10 anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
So it is still standing still. So my imp will try to find a place to hide among here.
Alright, so first you need to make a strength check to try to move in the first place. Pogue would have to be making these too, but Pogue has wisely strapped himself to the troll.
Okay, so...
So you can't move this round. You try to like push towards that building, but the sandstorm blows back at you and you get nowhere.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to be casting Bone Flint on this div here, so need to make a fortitude save.
Alrighty, that's still not a good save for me.
Yeah, and then I think I need to make a concentration check. Am I correct?
You do. Yeah, go ahead and roll concentration.
So...
You pass.
Cool.
And there's my fort save. I don't think I pass. That's about as good as I could have rolled.
Okay, so it didn't take no damage, unfortunately.
No, I passed. Cool. I did it.
Yeah. Yes, you wasted one of my high-level spells.
All done?
Okay, I end my turn.
Alrighty, Joe and Van. Where are you guys? Oh, okay, I see where Enterling is. I just put him in the back because everybody's walking on top of him.
So, I think we're still going after the big guy.
Okay.
The div.
I mean, there's this down here. Now, I can see I can see a white block that's just appeared.
Yeah, you probably see like the top of somebody's plumed helmet as they make their way up the stairs.
And I don't like that. The big div could deal with it. I could definitely see Francis getting the shit smacked out of him.
Okay. Well, I'm tied to you. So you decide where we're going.
Oh, speaking of Francis, Francis is in the threat range of 1 troop, so Francis automatically takes this much damage real fast.
I didn't realize
just Francis that much damage.
Enderling was underneath all the other tokens. I thought he had disappeared. Otherwise, it would have siphoned might on him. Oh well.
Poof! No more melee character for you.
I'll 5-foot step.
Okay.
That far.
That's a natural
Hero
1.
point.
Hero point.
Hero point.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That is considerably better and does hit. Which one are we attacking?
First bite.
Okay, he dies. He just crunches in your mouth dead. The bottom half of him just kind of flops over and like kicks a little bit. Very dead.
Alright, I'll use my bite from haste against that one.
Alrighty. That does hit, and that is 28 damage.
I'll use my claw. There's claw and second claw, actually.
Okay. The 27 hits and 18 damage.
That first one.
Oh, is it really? Thank you for being honest. I did not see that at all. Okay, so for the natural 1, you lean a little too far forward, and as you do so, you don't hit Pogue, but you cut Pogue loose from like being tied to you. He falls in. I'm roll a d8 to see where he falls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he falls in the only unoccupied square. Wonderful.
Ugh.
However, I think that 18 damage is enough to just outright kill that dude, isn't it? Yeah, he's dead. Rather than delete him, I will just move him to an unoccupied corner so I can remember how many of these things you guys killed when it's experience time.
That's all for me.
Understood. Van, what you got?
I'm going to run over and strap myself to him again.
All right. So if you want to move, you need a strength check.
All right.
You are unable to move this round.
What would I have had to get?
A 10.
Oh, okay.
What if I give him my action point?
You could get there. That reminds me, Oleg is small, right?
Yep.
Okay, he's fine. He doesn't get thrown around like I'm throwing the Raven. Can we roll? That's good enough. Yeah, you got there. You are able to move.
Okay.
I have a feeling when I get to talk to my Raven again, he's going to have some choice words. Probably going to be throwing in Inferno to me.
Right, so I'm tied back. I used my move and action and all.
Okay, so since we're in combat, make a CMB, I guess.
There's nobody around me.
That you know of.
Okay. CMB.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't have to be that high of a number. It's just enough to make sure you can do it under duress. If that is all, it goes to...
Oh, Pogue is used to tying up people under duress. What the hell?
I think that's you guys, isn't it? It is.
Well, Poe, you're a entertainer, are you not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want me to make a courtesan check for that? Jesus.
Just have you do your profession to get there. It'd have probably been better.
Anyway.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do some stuff. I know, that's so descriptive. What we're going to do is we're going to do some stuff. Let me see what this bird sees. Okay.
Well, it's a sandstorm. It's not like we can actually see anything more than stuff happening.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I should defend myself now. I'll just do that. That's fine.
Wait. Oh, they're big.
Do you see them? I don't know what
Yes.
everybody sees. Then you see
Yeah.
there's more... it looks like those little div you guys just got done kicking around, but they're like 20 of them, and they're all bunched together.
Okay.
Why aren't you guys on the token? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. These guys are going to start making their way down the wall. La 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 la. You guys, I don't know who sees what, but if you see more gigantic div tokens moving around, that's what that is. Xandu, give me another stealth check if you would. There are 4 things that might see you. Pending a natural 1, none of them see you because you are invisible. Oh, Xandu! Watch him have got up. He got up, didn't he? No, he didn't. Okay.
You said pending a natural 1. I thought you meant.
Oh, no.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm saying, like,
I thought you said because they got a natural 1,
No,
they don't
you need
see
to
me.
roll.
Yeah, that is correct, yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you
Yeah,
know
I can do that.
I believe in you. Yeah, no, you're fine. Somebody beat you on
Plus
the
another
dice.
40.
Yeah, plus the 40 equals. They're great. So these guys are going to just kind of wander in Francis's general direction. Because he's the only... All they know is they need to get up the wall. These guys are going to just kind of follow suit. I will move this token to the back.
Stop.
What? Why?
Stop.
Are you using... to back. There we go. Now we can see a Xandu. These guys can kind of occupy the same square as each other. It's fine. It'll be fine. So...
Yeah, there's swarms.
At the...
Oh, fuck.
And what's my reach? I think my reach is 15. Yeah. Okay. So... 5, 10. So Francis will take this twice. So this dice roll is for Francis. And then this die roll is for, I guess, everyone but Xandu. Yeah, because they're not aware of Xandu. So Francis takes 15. Everyone else takes 8.
Ow.
As these guys just begin jabbing pikes forward, these guys all take that 15 damage as well. That's enough to take that guy down. That guy down.
Wait, who else takes it? I do too?
Yeah, you take 8. Good enough for me. Okay, fair enough. Sarah and Colin. What you got?
Ew.
Colin, these guys are probably like... You're making stealth checks and you're passing, but mechanically you probably have to like lean around, back up a little bit so these guys don't like actively collide with you because they're not aware of you.
Yeah, so I'm seeing how much damage these things can do. Is that effect stack with the number of swarms there are?
Kind of, sort of. It's not going to stack in such a way of like, if I were to put all the swarms on top of each other, it wouldn't be more. It's based on like hit dice and stuff.
Okay, so if all the swarms were together, it would not, like, I would not be taking extra damage for each swarm.
No, you
Is that
wouldn't.
what I'm getting?
Correct.
Okay, so I only have to essentially worry about the damage from one swarm in this area.
You are, well, here, what I'll do is, I'm not going to put this on everybody, but I will really quickly, his threat range is this. And I need to make it to where you guys can see that. That's his threat range.
Ooh.
Because these guys are all carrying pikes.
Yeah,
Tom,
that's their threat range, but what I'm asking is, like, do I have to worry about damage from all 4 swarms right here? Or just the one?
From where you're standing right now, you'll take... The only reason you aren't taking swarm damage is because they're not aware of you. Well, I should call it what it is. It's troop damage. Troop damage it's just like swarm damage, but it's automatic at the end of, like, I don't have to move into your square. It's if you're in that threat range at the end of the turn. So right now, from where you are, you're in both of the Imperial Soldiers' threat range and this group of divs. This group of divs is just outside.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to get at. So I have to worry about all 4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least 3 of them. So they are not aware of me yet.
Right.
It seems like going to high ground was not the best of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all over the place now. So I think I am going to make a stealth check to try and move out of this area. Because they seem to all be centralizing right here for some reason.
Fair enough, go for it. Now this one is only with a +20.
Yes. Only plus 20.
How is Enderling looking for health at the moment?
That didn't go through. Let me click again. That's 15 plus 20.
So 35. I will. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, there's a natural 1. So yeah, these guys are blissfully unaware of you.
So what Zandu's going to do is he's going to go 5.
Okay, nothing happens.
10.
Still good. You're definitely. I'm gonna say that's difficult terrain, because you're definitely like dodging bodies at this point. Because if you bump somebody, they're going to be aware of you.
So, that's the case. He's going to try and get out of the difficult terrain as much as he can.
Okay.
Down to there, which I think means I have one more square I can move.
That's correct. Yeah, you would have moved 25 feet.
Okay. Then there. And what he's going to do is he's going to drop a burst of radiance sort of right in that...
Right in the middle of all of them.
Yeah, essentially.
Alrighty. Let's see what that does. Okay, so roll spell resistance twice.
Roll spell resistance twice,
Because
huh?
both of the div troops have SR.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, you can just click the button, because first you have to, you gotta roll concentration first.
Yeah, true. So, let's click the button.
Buttons! So that's a level 2 spell for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, the caster level check succeeds. I don't know if... Is that supposed to be your... The concentration check succeeds. The caster level is your SR, but roll d20 plus 7 one more time. Because there's 2 guys with spell resistance there. But we will go ahead and assign 10 damage to these guys because they are, in fact, evil.
Oh, is that, did that do all of them? Oh, yeah, it did. It rolled all 5d4.
It did.
Fun.
That passes.
18.
Alright, you're good. So now I need to make reflex saves.
And then if these do function as swarms, that should be an extra plus 5 to all of them.
Yes, it would.
Right.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, you got it. Alright, so let's start with the Taldons. They add this. Did that 21 pass? The 21 passes, doesn't it?
The DC is 17, 18, 19.
17, 18, 19. Because you're +2. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
+2 to all the spells.
First one fails, second one passes. That guy passed. So both of the div pass. They take the damage automatically because whether they pass or not is how that spell reads. But they are not blinded. But this guy...
But they might be dazzled.
By the natural 20.
Bedazzled.
So they're not blinded or dazzled in this case.
Mm-hmm. So this guy is going to be blinded for 1 round. You guys all see this troop just kind of like hold their like collective helmets essentially as they all like kind of fall to confusion out of nowhere. I don't want to say a burst of radiance springs forth, that kind of thing, but a burst of radiance does in fact spring forth, and these guys all start like grasping themselves. And how long are we dazzled, other troop? 1 round. Okay, easy peasy. I can remember that.
Is that dazzled or blinded for the other one?
He's dazzled. Well, I realize I'm clicking and pointing, but you have no idea what that means. This one is dazzled. This one is blinded. Can you see both of them? Yeah,
I saw... Okay. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
And that does break Zandu's invisibility, though.
Alrighty. They are definitely aware of you now.
Yep.
Is that all?
That's all for me. I think Sarah's probably got something.
Sarah, what do you got?
Ew.
Got an AO. Joe has dipped out for an action point. Would anybody like to run his character? Going once. Going twice?
his character sheet on roll 20?
His character sheet is on roll 20, yeah.
Joe left because he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, Joe left. He put it in Discord because he feels bad. He took off. And I don't blame him at all. That was me on like Monday and Tuesday.
I mean, if I would not mind doing it as long as it's like just for the combat. I don't know how well I could RP him.
I understand. Okay.
But as far as combat goes, I could run that.
Alrighty, congratulations on your 5th action point, Xandu. You have control of his character sheet in just a second. He's in everybody's journal. It can be edited and controlled by... It should be edited and controlled by me as well. I am the GM. And where are you? I see Sarah. I see... Who's JBL?
That's Jeff.
That's Jeff, yeah.
His name is Jeff?
His name Jeff? Best movie ever.
Who the character for Craig? Who's that?
Who the hell's Craig?
Craig, what? I'm confused.
Greg from the Interplanar Crossroads.
Oh,
yes, yeah, that's he plays Gideon. He's the other Canadian. And I wasn't sure if he was coming over or not, but I made him the sheet anyway because he definitely has the invite. But that is neither here nor there. Sarah, what are you doing?
I will.
There are a bunch of guys holding their, well, not their the only thing you can blind is their eyes. Ah, my hands, they're blinded! Not like that. But yeah, there's only one thing.
Fight them with your new buffness.
With your new buffness. You were rolling very solidly in your threat range last session.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Because you're rolling 18s and 19s and 20s when you were hitting div that were in your face. I'm sorry if you don't remember, but click the damage. Go! Attack!
I rolled a 9.
Remember, you got +4 strength.
And last game I rolled a 9.
I'll scroll through here.
Okay. Oh, no. 2 more for the thing.
That is not in your threat range and does hit. Right?
Woo!
I think that is. Yeah, you hit him.
Alright.
Hard to not. Well, that's not true.
Here's the first damage. Are they evil?
They are not evil.
Aww.
So it's just fire damage.
But yeah, I still get an extra 1d6.
Mm.
Ooh. There we go. So a total of 14 damage.
Alrighty. I'm realizing now I was using the wrong stats for these guys.
Okay, I can't really see the...
If you can't see them on your computer, you don't see them on the board.
No, I'm talking about on my computer. I don't see them. My weapon.
Oh, your
my
weapon?
spiritual weapon.
Because there's nothing else to see. Those guys are gone. You can move it as a move action. But I think this is the last round you have it.
Okay, but I can attack with it?
There's nothing to attack, though.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, now.
So it goes away?
Yeah, it can go away.
Okay, understood.
That's all.
Alrighty. Now that I realize I'm using the wrong stats. Rip. Okay, you guys see, I'm just going to take them off the board. Where people go off the board is where another section of wall explodes. Bodies fly all over the place. People scream out in agony as they are impaled upon, spikes or floating debris cracks them in the head. You guys cannot go that way without acrobatics checks. Francis, you're up.
Stop blowing holes in my bloody ship.
Thanks, Jack.
I'm gonna move back here. I know I'm taking AOs.
You are. Where did you start?
Right here.
There. Okay, so quickly looking at my feats. Okay, so you'll take it. They don't have combat reflexes because these guys don't have feats, really.
Thank God.
But now that I'm looking at the correct stats, the damage is going to be higher. Does that hit?
No.
How about that?
Yes.
Alrighty. These hurt harder for some reason. You're not sure why.
Yes, that does hurt more. Significantly more.
Yeah.
Too much more.
Too much more.
20, 37, it's 17.
I think that's what Enderlin was at the end of last session. It's the magic number.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Okay, so he lays his hands on Oleg. He's like, I need you to do the thing. And you know, like the thorns that show up on vines.
Yeah, sure.
I thought you meant
Oleg,
the video streaming, or not video streaming, but the...
No.
The
no,
9-second video
They were
clip
7
service.
seconds, you ignorant slut!
Just pedantic. Oleg looks straight up into the sky, and a stream of these thorns fly up into the air and coalesce into a cloud, and then they rocket through the air over here into, like, in between these two troops.
Alrighty, so what do I do?
Mechanically, it is Swarm of Fangs, so they just take damage.
Okay, understood. There's no reflex save, no nothing like that.
There is not.
Alrighty, that sounds fun. That sounds like it's going to hurt me. Does it allow spell resistance?
Nope.
Cool, even better. There's so much I can do to mitigate this. Roll your damage.
It's not a ton.
It's not a ton, like 2d4, 2d6.
10 points of damage.
Alrighty. What kind of damage is this?
I believe it's untyped damage.
Untyped damage, wonderful. You take... That doesn't feel good for you. Well, it doesn't feel good for anybody.
I gotta ask, is that an area of an effect?
Yes, it's a 10 foot by 10 foot cube.
Okay, so then yeah, it's damage and a half.
Nice.
Closes troops. Well, now I have to go back and do all my math
15.
again. Mm.
Can you reveal the map for a second?
Yeah, one sec. Let me... I may or may not be doing all that math on my fingers. Don't judge me. What did you need to see?
Just so I can place the square.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll just draw it, because I'm saying there's invisible people on the board, but I'm using the fact that you guys can't see anything to move them around. So I think it's right here.
Yeah, except I gotta be able to move Underling too.
I'll get you to where
Yeah,
you can control Underling.
Yeah, like right here. We're just in between the two troops that are sort of overlapping there.
Okay, understood. Colin, you should be able to see what Underling sees now.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Is that all you got, Francis?
God, that hurt. Good green Jesus. Yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty, next is the friends. These guys are kind of stuck. If this was a bad, like, mass combat simulator like the old Total Wars, they just stand there and do nothing. But we're playing a tabletop game, so they're going to... We'll say Malik has a bit of rope and he ties it around, like, right somewhere. You guys can't even see him. It doesn't matter. It's arbitrary. They go away. This guy is going to move here. He gets attacked a bunch. It hurts him. He attacks, it hurts them. It kills him. But this guy takes another little bit of damage. As the last friendly soldier you've seen near you just kind of like collapses on their spears as he runs at them. The golems, I don't think, have line of sight to anything.
We're doing so good, you guys.
So the golems are just going to stand there. And that's all I have for those guys, and it's on Donald. Donald, have your Raven make a strength check.
Okay, this will be fun.
I believe in you. I remember doing this to a Gripply once.
Ayo!
Okay,
That was me.
not today.
Not today. Yeah, that's what happened to that Gripply, too. So D8 to determine direction. I roll a 3, which is good, because if I rolled a 1, you'd be, like, flying into those div there.
So which way?
Straight to the right. How many feet, though?
So, just out of curiosity, shouldn't the Raven be making fly checks instead of strength checks?
It's, the reason they're making strength checks is because the windstorm is strong enough that it can blow size category tiny creatures just by the fact that they exist.
Ooh.
It could probably make a fly check if it wanted to move instead of a strength check, but I think the neg is bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I have a fly check of +10, but strength's making more entertaining.
Yeah. You don't take any damage. You just kind of over this direction.
Okay.
Xandu might see it. Xandu does not see it.
Okay, so for the time being, my imp would go invisible, seeing the divs are coming.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm just going to roll. I want to see how well my imp can hide.
Okay, sure. Make a stealth check.
It's going to be quite fantastic. So 51 to hide,
So
being invisible.
I'll bear that stealth check in mind for when you collide with someone's forehead.
Yeah,
Oh!
I would imagine my bird would be hugging the wall pretty tight.
Okay. There's probably something there if you'd like to make a strength check for your raven to grab onto.
Sure, let's do that.
Not quite good. You grab something and its talons get like just kind of around and then just, whoop, off you go.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
So this creature, it is a div here.
That
I can see.
That is an Imperial Phalanx.
Okay.
About 30 men with shields locked. Well, they're blind right now. About 30 men with shields locked and spears down. And actually, hang on one sec before we go any farther. I'm going to make a quick percentage die roll because Francis might not have taken some damage because those guys are blind. So,
as would have the other friendly troop that was right there.
That is true.
They
So this is for Francis. Francis does not take damage, but that guy does.
Okay.
So Francis didn't take 2d6 plus 9.
Okay, so I'm going to help out a bit, and then I'm going to do a. Can I get a direct? It is a direct line sight.
Yeah, if you can see him, you can see him. He's probably 5 feet under you, actually.
Okay, I'm going to do a ray of enfeeblement on that creature. So I'm probably going to hit him. Hit his touch AC.
Okay.
So 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Right?
You do hit, yeah.
Okay, need to make a fortitude save.
Alright, so real quick before we go any farther, I'm about 90% sure they are immune because you're firing it into a troop and hitting a single target person doesn't really...
Yeah, I am... So...
You can do something else if you'd like. Because I know we've talked about this a lot. Yeah, they're immune because it's a single target.
Okay, so what about lightning bolt? Can I do that here or that would be too risky?
You have that corner where it's gonna kind of make Enterling and Amaris's hairs stand on end, but other than that, you're fine. You could hit all 4 of them, I think.
Okay.
Could you?
Wait, so I can hit here and not hurt team members? Okay.
Yeah,
this is all enemy troops.
You'll hit 3 out of 4.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Going to send lightning bolt into all the troops formation.
Alrighty, roll that caster level check.
So after he does this, can I do that?
There's not enough carpet on this wooden wall to make a static charge. No, maybe if you were a magus, just walk up and.
So 16.
The caster level check is successful. Now I need 1 round of spell resistance.
Okay. Okay, I
Would you
failed.
like to use your hero point?
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking I may need it.
So you want to save it?
Nope. I'm going to we roll that.
All right, fair enough.
21.
The 21 does pass.
Okay, cool. So I need to make a reflex save to take half of this damage after DR.
And they're going to take a whole bunch anyway. Alrighty, so here's... Oh my god.
Awesome.
That's pretty good rolls.
Yay.
Alrighty. Where is my reflex?
Nice.
What's my DC, Donald?
DC 18 for reflex to take half after DR.
Alrighty, so I think that just outright kills this one, doesn't it? Yeah, he's taking enough damage. Lots of people die.
Cool.
It's actually probably more mechanically, lots of people run away. You don't just, boom, die, all of you. But it's close.
Okay. I would imagine everyone around me would see Lucia hands glow with lightning and just shoot it down that way.
And all of those guys are wrecked, essentially, just right then.
Get wrecked.
Can I undo it? I can.
This is why wizards get to be very fun at the higher levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xandu yells.
Watch the fuck out!
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know who sent it, but you hear him yell as he almost gets zapped by lightning because that would have been right next to him.
Oh my god! Yeah, I wasn't counting for Xandu. Hang on.
Okay, cool. So
yeah, okay. Never. You would have hit Xandu, but you're not aware of him. Thank you for your honesty, and make a reflex save.
All right. Depends on exactly which angle he did it at, because he could have gone a little to the
It
left
would have
as well.
been this way.
That way. Okay, yeah, never mind. You're fine. Never mind.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you're probably to the east somewhere, so I went this way to make sure not to hurt party members.
Fair enough. Alrighty, is that all you got, Donald?
Yes.
Joe and Van, who is now Colin and Van. You guys see Lucia just snap her fingers and a bolt of lightning chars the bejesus out of everything you're fighting, pretty much.
So I can't see anything down there, but I assume the div is to our right.
Uh-huh.
So
at this point,
but you said this was an acrobatics check,
Yeah.
which I could probably make, but it depends on the big guy making it.
Big guy might not be able to.
yeah, big guy is probably gonna go down towards where those troops were to clean, to try and get down so he can get back to wherever the big guy went.
Okay, and this here is the spell that Francis cast. That's still active. That's still going on. Is that why it's marked? Yes. No.
Yes, it is. It's around per level.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so Francis would have to dispel it first,
Why?
or for Enderling to get down there, basically.
Oh, I can move it on my turn.
Even better.
Okay, if that's the case, Enderling will hold his turn until Francis moves it.
Alrighty, Van, you got anything you want to do?
Okay, am I allowed to do a stealth check and then just hold my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Duly noted.
Dang.
Go, Halfling Rogue, who rolled a 17.
Now I've only had some invisibility on top of that.
It's real good. Alrighty. They see... we see everything. We can see through the sandstorm with no problem. Because we're cool. Let's, okay. What's going to happen is... what's my speed? 30? I'm super 30. I don't know what Xandu can see. Lucius Raven sees the two troops, or they're all essentially just, like, swarming down on Xandu.
Okay, as soon as they move, though, that provokes an AOO from the whip.
Oh, yes, it does. Okay, go for it. I didn't think you would have a whip. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
Xandu
weird.
does have a whip.
It's not a bad thing. I'm not disparaging you for using a whip. I just, like, it's out of nowhere for the full caster. I must also be picky about my martial weapon.
Yeah,
But yeah,
right?
go for it. You can try to hit him. That should be almost as impossible as it is to fire a gun in this. That does not hit.
Too bad.
Passion is not sown. This is a... Okay, so... What happens is, all these, like, jumbles of spectral hands appear around Xandu, and they kind of just, like, creepily move forward and, like, almost kind of flick you in the nose. Actually,
Wait, where are those coming from?
you're not sure. Is that what I want to do? I might not do that. Yeah, no, that's fine. They're going to do that. So, real quick, make me 3 will saves. I don't know why I said 3 with it. I know it's 3. I wasn't sure if it was a will save. Yeah, it's a will save. 3 will saves.
All right. That's unusual. We'll see what happens here.
It's that Lang Spider coming back for revenge.
I waited for this moment. Now the Lang creatures attack.
You done fucked up now.
That
1,
fails.
2,
That
and
passes.
if this is mind affecting, that's an additional +10.
Okay,
Keep that in mind.
that is true. Hang on. It might be mind affecting.
And 26 for the last one.
It is not a mind affecting. Which is weird. You'd think it would be, but it's not. Okay, so...
Yeah, you would.
Xandu, he feels himself get really, really sick. He, like, goes to, like, retch on the ground, and as he looks down, there's, like, really gross pustules. growing like out of your hands, out of your forearms, anywhere skin is exposed, essentially, as your charisma is decreased by 6.
Holy crap.
That is... Well, they're gonna... Actually, they're just gonna move on you. Do you have combat reflexes? I forget these are troops.
Not yet.
Alrighty, so all 3 of these guys move on top of you. It's a little
Wait,
awkward.
were those the guys that just ran away?
Those are the guys that appeared from the left.
Ah, gotcha.
The fun part about sandstorms.
So you said that's 6 damage or drain?
6, that's a good question. It is just a decrease. It doesn't say if it's a damage or drain.
Oh, so it's neither.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you take, at the end of the turn, this many plus this many. This is from 3 attacks if you have DR. Then it goes to a blank turn on the initiative. Ooh. That's strange. I just couldn't see it. Okay, Sarah and Colin, you are on. We'll let Colin go first because Colin is having a bad time.
Yeah, Zandu,
your shit's getting wrecked.
Zandu is not too happy about this. That is 19 damage. Mm-hmm. So, wow. Okay. That's not too terrible, but that's still pretty bad.
Mm.
So Zandu still has his whatchamacallit going,
your whatchamacallit, you've got it.
Illusion of calm.
Which means you don't provoke when you cast, correct?
It means I don't provoke when I cast or when I take my first 5 feet of movement or stuff like that.
Okay.
Which I don't see the point for the 5 feet of movement because you can just 5 foot anyways, unless you're like actively retreating.
Or you want to like move action and then standard.
So these guys are sort of colliding on him.
Mm-hmm. They are aware of you.
Yeah.
You're kind of the only thing they can definitively pick out. Well, they can pick out there's a bunch of stuff up here that would hurt them, so they're just going to like go pick on the one guy who's off by himself, basically.
The one guy who's off by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had no idea these guys were even here.
I really like playing in sandstorms on Roll20 because I just turn on the fog of war.
I was like, where did these guys come from? So, I feel like these guys being blinded would be a pretty good thing.
It could be.
So, Zandu's gonna take his 5 feet and not provoke going this way.
Okay. Are you able to move yourself, or do I need to move these guys down a little bit?
No, I was able to move myself. He already moved.
Okay.
And
where even are you? There you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I see like the top right.
Here.
There are. I see the like top right of your token.
Then he will toss another burst of radiance out there and see if he can't hit all 3 of these guys without catching himself. So somewhere around there.
Okay. Roll to cast in a sandstorm.
Yep. Oh, you know what? Too late. I already said it.
You can go back. It's fine. What are we going to do?
You could cast invisibility without provoking as well.
That is true if you feel like running away. It's goodbye.
Yeah, he feels like regrouping with people would be the best option if he can find anybody.
And that's exactly why Illusion of Calm is relevant for the 5 foot of movement, because you take that 5 foot, get out of range, and then cast invisibility, then use the remaining 25.
No, because invisibility does not provoke either. Because it's
casting
still.
Yeah, that's correct, isn't it? Okay.
So there's his invisibility.
Did we get past the caster level? We did. Okay, cool. You are invisible. These guys will make 3 quick perception checks. And one of them... You're fine.
Make a stealth check.
Go ahead and roll, but one of them natural 1, so you're probably super fine, unless you nat 1 too. Then we'll figure out what laws of space and time have to get convoluted real quick.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
15 plus
you're great. These guys are all super
20.
confused. Almost kind of like looking at each other like, where'd he go? I don't know. That's not what they sound like, but it might be. It might be what they sound like now.
Do more voices,
yeah.
Tommy.
They don't need to talk right now. They're trying to kill you. They're going to attack you if you keep helping them.
Xandu's gonna move up there because he knows something in this area is causing lots of problems and blowing crap up.
Yeah. Things are getting exploded.
He's gonna move here, then here, seeing
a bunch of like vines and not vines, a bunch of thorns rather, just kind of like tornadoing there. That's really awkward in a sandstorm. Oh well, it's magic.
A tornado in a sandstorm?
A tornado that's caused by an entirely different force in a sandstorm that's caused by an entirely different force.
There's a path here that he can take.
That is true. You can squeeze around.
Yes, I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
But I have no idea if he's able to see people yet. Probably Papa.
You can see. Oh God, I don't know what you can see because now you see two people. You can see Emeritus. You can definitely see Enderling. Enderling is. You probably see like vague outlines of him anyway. But you see Emeritus, yeah, for sure. You see from where you're at, it's Enderling and Emeritus.
So that's the case. Xandu is almost home free.
All right, is that all?
I got to figure out how far I've moved.
I think you moved 25.
25? Yeah, that sounds about right.
5, 10, 15, 20. No, that's 30 right there, actually.
Where I am right now?
From where you were at the start, yeah.
Okay.
So, Sarah, you got anything? Make a perception check, actually, is what you got. I'll go... yeah, we'll have... It's awkward, because I know Colin's also playing Enderling right now, but let's have Enderling make a perception check. No, never mind, he doesn't need to. Enderling has scent. So, Enderling can...
Yeah, and Xandu is going to be, like, picking... well, he can't right in this turn, but he's going to be trying to get their attention somehow.
All right, so... Sarah, you don't see Xandu, but Enderling can smell him.
Nice.
Scent is a very powerful universal monster rule.
Yeah, right. And that is that's Xandu now.
So what you got, my dude? Yes, you.
I can't see much.
You can hear the sounds of combat. Well, more like the sounds of things like chittering away in a language you don't understand at the bottom of the like ramp, I guess, is more accurate than stairs. Yeah.
Chittering?
Mm-hmm.
So they're rats.
No, they're just kind of like vaguely unintelligent lesser divs.
Okay. I guess I'll move towards them.
Okay. Moving through that green box will hurt you.
Okay.
You've moved 10 feet so far.
No, I just moved 5.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought you had to cut around to get there.
Okay.
I had it in my head you had to... Yeah.
So at this point, Xandu will whisper to Papa and basically say, "Hey, it's me. I'm back. There's a bunch of guys down there. Watch out."
All right, so Emeritus needs to make a perception check because Xandu is whispering in a sandstorm.
Oh.
You don't hear it.
If he does not hear it, is it okay if Xandu says it a
Colin
bit
is
louder?
saying anything. I dropped my headphones. Why doesn't she hear it? I didn't hear any of what anybody might have said.
If she's not hearing, we'll say it louder.
Okay, I'd make another perception check. Perception check, Sarah. Yeah, that's enough to pick it out.
Oh, hi, Xandu.
All right.
Oh, hi, Xandu.
And he is still invisible.
There's an invisible Xandu in front of you, and you know there's bad guys at the bottom of the stairs.
Can I go around the green box without, like...
The only way... You can move through Xandu now that you're aware of him. If Xandu hadn't have said something, he'd be making reflex saves. But...
Excuse me. So
20?
I move there.
Okay, you can see him from there.
and move here.
Okay, understood.
Without getting zapped by the box.
No getting zapped by the box. That's a double move.
Oh, I thought that was 30 feet to move where I'm at.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm counting it weird.
Damn it, Tommy.
I'm counting it in 90 degrees. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Go back to geometry class.
Yeah, I guess I haven't done enough basic high school math to play RPGs.
Burn! Alright, I attack.
You attack. That does hit. They are evil.
Yeah!
So, which way did Emeritus go? Is Alcio?
Yeah, that's right. Down the ramp. Bless you.
Ow! I bit my lip when I did that.
Rough.
Yeah. I am picturing the smell in this storm now. Burnt enemy corpses, burnt divs corpses, and then sand.
Burnt people.
Oh my god. I rolled.
Minimum damage all around. Good job.
Thanks.
They're angry. Is that all?
They're angry because I did minimum damage? Me too.
They kind of all just, you suck.
Oh, I stab them again.
You
They're
can't.
being mean.
I think
Can I get a bonus attack if they're being mean?
No, you cannot.
Oh.
Things happen on my turn that you guys are unaware of because sandstorms and stuff. Francis, you're on. I think Francis dispels the box. I think Francis might also be muted. Or dead. Oh, Lord! Oh, Francis! Oh, Francis, you're muted!
I am muted. Alright, is it possible for me to move this thing further down the ramp so I'm on top of something, and because I can't see shit.
That is indeed the question. I have no idea if you can move this thing.
Well, I can move them 40
Oh,
feet.
it's a swarm. Okay, yeah, you can definitely move it. It has line of sight. That's awkward. So hang on, I can't give that line of sight because it's just a drawing. Ooh, okay, actually, real quick. La 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 la. This Pagwabi Gremlin shall play the role of the Thirsting Fangs, so I can have a token that I can give line of sight to. Has sight. Advanced Fog of War, 15 feet. It is controlled by Francis, whose name isn't Francis, his name is Ghoulish.
Goosh.
There you go.
Oh.
You get a Pugwampy Gremlin. Everybody remember that Gremlin is actually a wall of swarms, essentially.
Okay, fine. And down here it goes.
And down there it goes. Got it.
All right, so now do we get to move?
Now you get to move, yes.
Yeah, I still have an action though.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna cast Cure Moderate Wounds on Enderling.
Alrighty. Caster level check
Oh, right. God damn it.
is Stormy. You guys are passing them.
Concentration or caster level check?
It's caster level. Or it's concentration, yeah. But concentration is caster level, so. Unless you have, like, combat, it passes. The 24 is great.
Good, okay.
All right. What do I heal Underling here for?
Oh, that's
13.
less exciting. 13.
It's better than nothing.
That's true.
And these guys take 2d6 damage.
That's my move and my standard.
Man,
That's all I can
This is a
do.
weird-looking character sheet. I'm trying to figure out where his health is.
It's super
Slap
weird, yeah.
Enderling on the butt and he gets a little bit less dead.
Okay, there we go.
Do you want to roll your 2d6? Francis,
Oh, yes, I should probably do that.
poke some dudes. Seven damage.
150% of 7.
Yeah, so
10, I think.
10. Yeah, we did it. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's fine. That's damage. And this guy takes 10. This is one of the very few metas I participate in where area of effect spells like this are just super effective and maybe a better choice for the casters than the hold person suite. Alrighty, we will move Francis and we will move Joe and we will move Van to that point in the initiative, and it is on their turn.
All right.
All right. Enderling saw Papa go that way. Doesn't know what's going on. He's gonna,
He still wants to go after the div, wherever he is, the big guy.
Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out where he went. That's.
I thought he was
5.
blowing holes in the wall over here.
Yeah.
Well, so he should be just to your right.
Yeah, but we have we got to make some kind of check to get around that thing. Acrobatics, which I don't know if Enderling can do at his size.
Hey, do I see the guy?
You don't see the guy, but you now, with that natural 20, are quite aware. Well, you see Xandu. You see that little...
No, the div. The div.
I'm giving you stuff for your crit. You know that Xandu is there in the corner and invisible, and he is an amateur. You know the big div is somewhere else invisible and being much more than an amateur. You don't see him.
What about Enderling's scent? Does Enderling smell where this div might have gone?
Have him make a perception check.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to roll percentage dice for which way the wind is blowing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Natural one's the perception check. He does a little too loud and just gets like a snoot full of hot sand.
A snoot full of sand.
That sounds real bad.
That would not be fun.
It would not. That'd suck.
He has so many buffs.
He does.
So many.
So many snoots.
Welcome to the wide world of playing a melee alchemist.
Yeah, right? You said perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're not sure. You don't think he's at the bottom. You think he might be just kind of like running around, like wreaking havoc, essentially just blowing stuff up.
Wreaking havoc or wreaking havoc.
You know what I mean? He smells like havoc.
And that is that's before whatever scent gives me, I believe.
Right.
Because I don't see that calculated in there.
Scent is the definitively tells you there's like lesser div as well as Emeritus and Xandu like at the bottom of the ramp. You might even pick up a little bit of like Lucia's familiar just like haphazardly blowing around in the wind.
So when something's invisible, then what breaks the invisibility?
A lot of things.
Blowing up a wall?
Not if he has greater invisibility. I'm trying to not tip the character sheet too hard.
Yeah.
And even then, he could have been like 4 squares away from you, invisible, and cast it again.
So this I guess Enderling is gonna keep going down the ramp, but try to avoid combat with any lesser div down there so he can focus on finding the big guy.
Okay, understood.
So I already moved 5.
You did. And so did Pogue.
And
whether he liked it or not.
Yeah.
Right.
15. I probably have to move down this way before I can move at a diagonal.
Pretty sneaky sis.
20. 25. He sees those guys. He goes... Is that in their threat range if I move over?
It is not. They're in yours, though. Your reach is 10 feet.
So if I move here, I'm not in their threat range.
Correct. Really quickly. Not to interrupt turns, but... Like, keep going. But I need to roll my perception checks. But keep going again. Don't let me stop you. It's just as to whether or not I see Pogue.
Then, because if I keep moving, can I keep that general
The perception
scent
check?
thing going.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, to see if I pick up on where this guy is, because he's thinking he's gonna double move and just to look around.
Okay. Let me see if I pick up on Pogue as you guys go past. I have to beat a 31. I don't think I do at all. Yeah, no. Okay. I am oblivious to the halfling, as is the norm for this campaign.
So he's gonna go.
I think you need to beat a 38, actually, but just saying.
What? Why? Was it a 38? I thought it was a 31.
It was a 38.
Oh, okay, fine. I have to beat that, and I just can't at all.
So he goes up there. Just stop me if he picks up anything with the scent.
Okay, you pick up a lot of
anything physical.
You pick up a lot of humanoid blood. You see that I've drawn some yellow dots on the board, and I have no reason to have done so, so I will delete them. But lots and lots of corpses that are allied, just buried in the ruins of that wall.
Gotcha.
You also, I'll say, because you see him over here, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
That guy's on the board, but he's dead.
Nice.
Okay. So he's gonna keep going. 25.
All right, you
Whoa,
see.
who's this guy?
His name is Lieutenant Malik, and he's dead too.
He's also dead.
He's very dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead?
He's dead.
No.
There's it looks like some of his flesh is charred, and then the other half of his body has Skyrim-esque icicles, I guess is the best way to describe, just jabbed into where his liver and kidneys would be.
So he looks like he was splintered by the wall. Yeah?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I guess Pogue is entitled to this as well, because this is also Pogue's turn.
Yes.
I keep wanting to go to my little macro bar at the bottom, but that's doesn't apply for any of Enderling's stuff.
It does not. Alrighty. Pogue can tell. It looks like this guy just got stabbed in the chest by something, but Malik took what looks to be a fireball to the chest, and then a bunch of giant icicles pierced through him, and that's what did him in.
That's no good.
That's no good. I don't think that's a dead guy. He smells like fire and ice.
And he's gonna keep moving.
Okay.
This away.
That away.
Anything yet?
Nothing yet.
Then he can move down to here, and I think that's the end of his move actions.
Alrighty. Van, do you have any standard actions?
Do I?
Do you?
No, I was gonna see if Malik had anything interesting on his body, but
Well, you don't have a choice now.
right, exactly. But
I thought the rope was cut, whatever it was.
no, I tied myself back on.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm gonna stay hidden and just behind him.
Understood. Donald, at the start of your turn, have your Raven make a strength check. I forgot how much I like this part of the Sandstorms, where you just pick on the small characters and just throw them around.
That's just mean.
Okay. The Raven not having a good day.
Raven's not having a good day. It's going to get worse if I roll a 2 or a 3. I roll a 7. So, that's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you go straight left. 1 drink times 20 feet, so... or rather, 7 times 5, so that's... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You take no damage and are just back in the other direction. Emeritus sees it.
You're gonna
Okay,
blow him out of the sandstorm eventually, right?
Okay, I'm picturing my familiar walking down the nice street, and then have any of you seen Wizard of Oz?
Lucia grabs the broom and just goes on for a ride.
Okay, so for my turn, I'm going to cast Shield, so it needs to do concentration, so...
It passes.
Okay, and then I'm going to move up a bit, having shield bonus on.
Alrighty. Make a perception check.
Xandu will also inform Lucia that he's there.
Then you're aware that there's a Xandu there.
Cool. So I let's see. I can actually move up a bit. Let's see. I'm going to probably stay where I am for the moment.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm picturing all the eras Lucia have. So she have bone armor on her for the time being. Shield on. She is glowing.
She's beautiful.
Does that provoke from Enderling?
He moved like this. He's just 5 foot stepping. These guys are just 5
But
foot.
isn't that within? Oh yeah. Gotcha.
They're just trying to get out of. That's a 5 foot step. It looks like I'm moving twice, but it's a 5 foot step to get out of the fangs. Alrighty. There's a lot of things we don't like. We know Lucia is messing us up. We know Enderling can mess us up. So starting with Lucia, make a will save as like a ghostly hand just kind of like pokes you on the nose.
Okay.
And it passes. Now Emeritus, make a will save.
Shit.
Don't tell me this is the rat lich.
Is this fear?
It is not a fear effect.
Is this fear?
It's going to be fear if you fail.
Shit, then I should get plus...
No. Oh, don't whine. It's your best save, I'm sure. And it passes. And now let's have Enderling make a will save.
Oh, Enderling. Gotcha.
Yep,
Gotta get used to that.
you do. But now you've got 5 action points. You just sit there and hoard them up and wait for the fight with Atlich Nacha and just have action points.
Yeah,
That's
right?
his plan. That's his strategy. He's saving for the winter.
Yeah, I could picture Xandu saving all the action points when we go into the dream world again.
Defenses.
And you said that was
Will
will
save.
save?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what he can do.
Let's see what he can do.
18.
18. Really?
Wow.
I don't see it at all.
I threw it out there.
Weird. There it is. Okay, I got it.
Enderling. Okay.
So he
Shut
just
up.
barely makes it through. You guys are all fine. They 5 foot step, but these guys don't have to worry about it. They're just gonna scramble up here. This one had to 5 foot step. But Emeritus takes,
No!
you take yes. This much damage.
No! Okay.
13 damage as these guys begin to tear at you with their claws and terrible looking shank daggers. And now it's Sarah and Colin's turn.
So, how's Xandu feeling as far as his boils and pustules go?
Oh, they hurt. You remember puberty? That's how you're feeling about it. It's real bad.
So they're still there, huh?
What did you go through?
The kind of puberty that put a -6 on my charisma, I guess.
Jesus.
So Xandu's still hurting from that, I guess.
Mm.
So
Y'all need
sort of
some
see
magic
these guys
Accutane.
down here.
I am picturing having a negative charisma score. He would be the most emotional, not exciting person ever.
Well, I hope the -6 to his ability score didn't put the sorcerer at a negative charisma score. As a bad sorcerer.
Yeah, no.
I'm still learning.
He's not at a negative for his charisma score, but that definitely did hurt.
Mm.
That'll hurt his spell casting ability and his ability to overcome spell resistance. Can I make a knowledge arcana to basically see if this thing can hit me more than once? Like, if it would apply and I take another -6 or something like that?
Yeah, go for it.
Gotcha. Or would spellcraft be the appropriate one for that?
Either or is fine.
Arcana's better.
It is.
24.
Okay, you are sure that they cast Bestow Curse on you and you've taken a -6 to your charisma.
Ooh.
You know that they can cast Bestow Curse again, but they can't just nuke your charisma, and they can't take any given ability score down past 1. But there's nothing saying they couldn't take all of your ability scores down by 6. They could make you take no actions. Again, they could make you take penalties on your attack rolls, or even other super scary stuff. But you know your charisma is only going to get hit as much as it's been hit now.
Okay. So, if that is the case, I'm pretty sure he's going to try and lightning bolt some of these guys.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so I still got a +2 to that, so that's not too bad. I see some guys here, yeah?
You do.
And then
if your line of
it
sight
looks
is
like-
screwed up by Annerling, and it is, you see 3 squares in front of you, essentially, or 3 squares in all directions around you is your line of sight.
Okay. I do see that Papa is sort of buried in there. Does this one troop here and this troop here overlap at all?
They do. And actually, real quick, make a perception check, would you?
Gotcha. So many perception checks.
Oh yeah, and there's so many negs
So
on
many.
them because you're squinting in a sandstorm.
Yeah, right? Perception. 23.
Okay, you can kind of see Emeritus's outline.
Hi.
If he were to move around a little bit, or if they were to move, you'd have to track him again, and you just barely got there, which means, like, if you're just blasting into these guys, there's a chance you're going to hit him, too.
Please don't blast me.
Okay, so I don't want to hit him.
Correct. This turn, you can pick out in such a way that you won't hit him.
Okay, in this turn, but the next turn I would have to...
There'd be another perception check. You get the idea, yeah.
Okay. So, I guess Xandu is going to cast his lightning bolt and try and get these 2 sets of troops here.
Okay, you should have a line just straight down this way. It's not going to feel nice for Emeritus. Emeritus probably, like, again, the hair stands up on the back of his neck as the lightning bolt just boom, passed. But, yeah, give me 2... Well, first give me the caster level check.
Yeah.
See if we can make that DC 13 now that I've nuked your charisma.
DC...
You pass, yeah.
Concentration is-
Oh, wait, no, you
What?
don't. No, you don't. I was looking at the DC, for the reflex save. So, yeah,
I think I'm going to add
start popping those action points. Okay.
an action point to that.
Understood. We need at least a 4.
That's
Okay.
a 5.
That succeeds. Now, do we have spell resistance in here too? We do not. It's just a spell resistance 0. So go ahead and just roll spell resistance real quick. Just D20 plus 7.
Okay.
That-
26.
All right, roll one more
That's
time.
pretty good.
One more time. I forgot there's
One
2
more
of them.
time. Yeah.
I can't nuke your ability to get over spell resistance. Well, I can, but not with that part of Bestow Curse.
Yeah.
I don't know how creative I'm feeling.
And 17.
The 17 does not pass. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, the 17 does not get there. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I lied. It gets there. I'm looking at the big guys. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So I'll make some reflex
All right.
saves. What's my DC?
DC is 15 plus 2.
17.
It would have been higher just a minute ago.
Yeah, it would have. So there's the first one. There's the second one. So they both pass and take full damage instead of half damage.
Take full damage? What do you mean?
They pass the save and they would take half damage, but they're troops, so they're taking. You see what I mean?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Full instead of damage and a half.
Correct. Yeah. 19 damage. Alrighty.
Yep.
You can
that
tell
could have been much better.
they kind of, some of them are able to kind of shake it off.
Yeah.
But it definitely, yeah, you hurt some of them. They're not happy. Is that all you got?
I believe so. And Zandu is now visible again, just so you know.
Okay. Sarah, you are surrounded by a bunch of lesser div that are actively trying to tear you apart.
I don't like that. Am I like active? I'm not actively grappling while I want.
No, you're not.
Okay.
There's about 60 of them in those squares.
Ooh.
They've surrounded you.
Ooh. That's a lot.
It's not a little.
I'll 5-foot step back.
It resolves.
I don't think that'll make a big difference, but I'll 5-foot step anyway.
Okay. What is your standard action?
Attack. Woo!
Alrighty, yeah, that's a natural 20. You hit, roll damage. They are still evil.
That didn't change.
That was some kung fu action grab.
Just, she took a quick monk level. Well, I think oracles with the right mystery can add their charisma to their armor class and stuff. Oracles are supposed to be really, really powerful. I've never really messed with them.
They are.
Alright,
They're
so
also.
that's 22 damage from that, and then the extra 2d6.
Which one are you attacking, Sarah?
The one to the right.
Okay.
Then, so that's a total of 29.
Understood. Not, you probably like cut 2 or 3 of their heads off.
Cool!
And a lot of it's not necessarily on you because your sword is intelligent. It's kind of like this whole time it's probably just like whispering. Well, I can't whisper, it wouldn't hear you. Or you wouldn't hear it, rather. It's
So
just,
what you're saying is I'm too dumb to do this on my own. That's what I'm hearing.
what I'm saying is you have one of the heralds of Sarenrae in your inventory, and it's telling you that everything is going to be okay. We fight for truth and justice and redemption and blah blah blah. And dead.
Okay.
If that's all you got, and I think it is, other things happen. Francis, you're on. Actually, more than other things happen. Francis can see this, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep.
Oh, what?
Francis can see. Francis should know that this troop here that's just the wall of corpses, so I don't cheat you guys out of experience. But you see, these golems just kind of like fall over.
Uh-oh.
Just collapse in a pile of rubble.
That's not good.
It's not good.
Can I see what caused that?
You cannot. They just kind of, like, they shimmer for a second and just...
Well, shit. I don't know what to do about that. Well, okay, for starters, these guys over here.
They over there, understood.
How do I get a 4? Can I just... Yeah, there we go. And they're going to take their damage.
Alrighty, they take
12.
12 points of damage. Doesn't kill. It might kill one of them, actually. This one's not very happy. Yep, that little swarm of fangs is enough to take out this guy. I will move him into the wall of corpses.
Oh, good.
Nice.
You guys are going to get a lot of experience from this.
What do I do about that? I don't know. What the hell's going on over there?
I counted the amount of divs we faced. We saw coming in, and the Taldor. It would be close enough to a level up, I would believe.
Oh yeah, it's going to be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get the big guy so we can level up twice. Woohoo!
You might level up twice. It's entirely possible.
Oh, that's gross. Okay, so I'm fairly confident that nothing can just waltz in through that buffed up entangle spell.
Mm-hmm.
And if it can, it's going to be more the divs that just dimension door in anyway, so there's nothing I can really do about it.
That's fair.
I'm going to tell Oleg to follow them down the stairs. Get up and behind the big ugly one. I'm talking about Enderling.
Alright, fair enough.
Well, that's not nice.
He's not,
Of course it's not nice. I don't particularly like Enderling.
and like he's trying to kill a lot of people.
So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And Oleg needs to make a strength check before he starts moving because he is size category small.
Okie dokie.
Tommy, I calculated how much damage my familiar would have had taken if I did not win with the imp. He would have been close to death, close to dying.
Yeah, he would have. Sandstorms
Yeah.
are really scary if you're small. Isn't that right, Sarah?
Yeah.
That was the session that we learned that Gripplies have climb speeds and they should just climb in the Paladin's inventory and just sit there. Wait for it to be okay. I miss
Probably.
Brian now.
Yeah, I miss
Damn
Brian
it.
too.
Oh well. Let me get that strength check.
From
Yeah,
Oleg.
one moment. I'm just double checking what his strength is. Yeah, it's a 6. It's what I thought it was.
That's stronger than I thought. I thought it'd be like 2 or 3.
Hey Brian, if you're listening, dump your girlfriend and come play Pathfinder with us.
Yeah, Brian. If you're stalking me.
Oh, there you go.
That is the strongest. Oleg powers through the Studio Ghibli noises, get aggressive and determined. As it pushes through and can move this round.
Alright, he's gonna stop down. Should I have him double move?
It's a thought. Does he have appropriate line of sight?
Well, I mean, he can. No, he doesn't have line of sight applied to his token.
Now he does.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm gonna have him double move.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Let's get around this troop. That's the word. 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
That works for me. That's as far as he can get.
All right. Oleg sees Lieutenant Malik and some random soldier slumped up against the wall dead.
He stares at it emptily because it doesn't have eyes. It doesn't really parse for him.
Fair enough, got it.
More dead people.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's all he can do, and I don't know what to do. I don't even know what spell to cast. I guess I'll move down also.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll stop there. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Joe and Van, who is now Colin and Van.
Yes. So, Enderling is a bit disappointed that he wasn't able to find where the big guy went yet. But now this troop's sort of getting in the way. It's messing with people. So he is going to full attack it.
Understood.
And I have no idea how many attacks I get for that yet.
You haven't moved, so I believe he has 2 bites and 2 claws because he has haste.
Okay, he has 2 bites and 2 sets of 2 claws.
I think.
Or is it just the regular 2 claws?
I believe it's bite,
No.
bite, claw, claw.
Well, bite, claw,
Right.
claws is normal, right?
And he's hasted, so
Yeah.
he has an extra bite.
So he gets to do it just the bite, or does he get to do the whole thing twice?
He gets to do
Just the bite.
bite, bite, claw,
Okay.
claw, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
God, if haste
Gotcha.
just doubled your attacks in a round, oh man.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
As if the natural attack chain meta wasn't bad enough.
And he gets to rend if he does both claws, right?
He does.
Ooh.
I think that just outright kills him, though. Okay, no, it doesn't kill him. This thing is still alive. It's not
Bite,
happy.
That's 1 bite.
It hurts.
I'll do the 2 claws first.
Okay, understood. That's enough to kill him.
Ooh.
Max damage twice will certainly just tear those guys apart the rest dimension doorway.
All right. So that's what he can do.
All right.
So is that dead?
Very, very dead, yes.
Dead.
There's just that one group of div left.
Cool.
Does that mean we can't move?
Correct.
Yes.
So Poke's like, come on, dude. And not going anywhere.
Alrighty. Is that all? That all we got?
Yeah, Poke can't do anything.
Alrighty. Nothing happens on that initiative. Donald, you're on. Have your
Okay.
Raven make a strength check. That might be the name of the session. Have your Raven make a strength check.
I have a feeling he's going to fail.
He does fail.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Alrighty.
He failed. So
He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he just immediately collides with the wall. Reflex for half.
okay, I imagine I am imagining gravity. It is not Melvin friend today.
And actually, what I'm going to say is I'm going to say that conveniently enough, there's a window there and a window on the other side of that house, and you just blow through the house.
Okay, better. Okay, so Melvin wings are not that strong.
They are not. He is not a strong birdie. And thus he will take double damage.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so he's down to one hit point now.
Wow.
Oops.
Isn't there a certain point where it just gets blown into a corner and can't be around anymore?
Yeah, it can happen, but I'm rolling a d8 to determine the direction that he blows, and I keep hitting a different number, so he just pinballs.
Okay, so for Lucia's turn.
Also, I'll say, your Raven can make out some, like, former members of your battalion. You see the, like, bits and pieces of dead horse, bits and pieces of, like, broken, crappy shields and spears and bodies.
Oh, so are they dead?
Yeah, you get the feeling.
Okay.
The question is, are they undead?
Not yet.
I am not going to resurrect them. That would be breaking the oath to Mufasa.
It would.
Effectively. So I'm going to move up, so...
Don't you resurrect the dips?
Well, wait. So, okay, I'm going to actually move back a bit. So how large is this creature here?
It is technically, it has a reach of 5 feet.
Okay, then I'm going to do going to use one of my single. It's a single target that monster.
Okay. It depends on the spell. You can like magic missile will still hurt, but like sleep won't.
Okay. Then I'm probably just going to be using magic missile then.
Okay, understood. Roll spell resistance.
Half of my spells I picked were single targets.
That does break it. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Also, you need to roll concentration for the sandstorm.
Okay.
That also breaks it. Okay, understood.
Okay, so 14 force damage to it.
Alrighty. That is enough to disperse them.
Cool.
The last group takes a bunch of missiles to the head, is dispersed. As they are dispersed, I will click buttons because that's enough to disperse the sandstorm.
Cool.
So that's just a matter of turn off the fog of war. Everybody can see again, and they can see the big div is flying above you.
Okay.
The big div will use its held action. It will target. It's gonna target Lucio. You know what? Yeah, it's gonna be. It's like probably like 50 feet off the ground in that square. Yeah.
How nice.
How nice? That's a good question. Make a will save.
50 feet?
Yeah.
Does this appear to be natural flight, or is it...
No, it's very magical. This thing doesn't have wings. It's just kind of like floating up there, glowering down at you guys.
Okay.
The sandstorm goes away, and it just points at you.
Would a 18 beat that DC number?
It's close, but it doesn't.
Okay, I'm going to use...
Action point?
I will use my hero point.
Don't do that.
You already used your hero point.
Oh yeah, I did. So,
how about give her an action point?
The action point is good.
Also, it depends on if it's a visual-based effect that it's hitting her with, I guess. For smoked goggles.
I am not wearing those.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take the effect.
Alrighty.
I'm not going...
That effect.
You don't want an action point. Okay.
Somebody could give it to you. They're communal.
That's right. All right.
I want this to happen to me.
Do you want to give me the action point or no?
If I did, you said you were close. So if you don't,
sure.
Point,
well, if you want to,
I wouldn't have offered it.
Okay, if you want to give me it, then I will use it if you want me to.
All right, roll that d6. That is enough.
So,
the effect is negated.
Cool.
God.
Awesome.
No, really, I want to die. I'm
I
not.
really want this bad thing to
I'm not a
happen.
necromancer. I'm a martyr.
Sarah and Colin, it is on you.
Yeah, I gotta. If Sarah, you don't mind going first, I gotta
He's
check
got
some stuff.
lot of
I got
spells
too
to
many
read.
character sheets to go through. Too many character sheets.
I'm playing like 5 tomorrow if Joe shows up.
Oh, I was like, how are you playing 5, Tommy? And then I
How are
realized you're doing
A
it
character
by
with an
campaign.
animal companion and a familiar and a leadership character and a second. It's because we only have 2 people in our in-person group and we do crazy things. We do. I can't.
That's why so many tables ban that feat.
It's not even. It's Gestalt characters that get animal companions and familiars, and they have class levels and leadership, and it's fun. What are you doing on your turn, Sarah?
Okay, this is a bad, right?
No, that is a swarm of fangs.
That sounds like a bad.
It is a bad, but it's a druid spell.
Oh, okay. I don't remember you making that. I couldn't remember if it was for us or for Donald.
Man, I'm not playing this encounter enough to the hilt that I want to start digging out stuff that makes you have disadvantage on everything.
It's our bad.
Yeah.
Is this our bad?
Yeah, it's 50 feet up in the air.
I shoot it with my arrow.
Okay.
No, I'm not really gonna shoot it with my arrow.
That's probably best.
There aren't any bads nearby.
Nope, the only thing that's bad is the thing you're clicking at.
This one.
Mm-hmm. Everything up in that corner is just the wall of dead
Well,
stuff.
that's definitely a bad.
That's experience points for later.
That's an experience points we have for later.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm saving him.
Could I do my spiritual? Well, I already did spiritual weapon.
You can cast it more than once. You're a spontaneous caster.
Let me see if I can do it that far up.
You can. Yeah, you totally can.
Oh. Sweet.
Alrighty, a spiritual weapon manifests itself in front of the big guy.
Yeah, it's probably my best move.
Alrighty. I need to say I did save the sword. Wonderful. Alright, roll to hit him. What's my armor class again? Okay.
Just 1d20.
Not 5. That does not hit.
What? Damn it. Okay.
Colin, you ready?
Yeah, so that guy is way, way up there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So most of my spells aren't going to work, and I definitely don't have anything that can knock him out of the air at this point.
Okay.
That spiritual weapon, does that, like, could that be affected by, like, blindness or stuff like that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then Xandu will pop a burst of radiance on top of that guy.
Alrighty, roll spell resistance.
Gotcha.
That's
24.
24 just barely doesn't make it.
Action point?
Go for it.
Well, we are burning through a lot of action points in this session.
Yeah, it's amazing
I burned through a
how
lot
quickly you
last
burn
session.
through them when you have a bunch of them.
Yeah, you gotta just be super heroic all the time and impress me with stuff so I can hand out more. Whoa, hey now.
I rolled the wrong thing. Yeah,
Jesus!
That passes, yeah. What is
That was an action. That was a superhero action point.
Yeah, that was the best action point.
yeah, I did not mean to do that.
That's the action point for the next game I run. That also
4.
passes. For the next game I run that's like 15 point or 50 point buy rather than we play an adventure path and just try to mess it up as much as possible.
That's too many. There's too many, Tommy.
You're a quest giver. I fight you instead. And just tear Varisia to the ground.
Tommy, I definitely think with all the pounding Melvin went through, I definitely deserve a action point.
But you didn't get out of it. You didn't escape. You weren't heroic. You were buffeted. Anyway, what do I roll? Colin, I roll a reflex save. I am evil.
Yes, so you also take 13 untyped damage with that.
Alrighty, here's my reflex save. I take 13 damage. It hurts.
And
Whether
then he's
they
also
succeed at the reflex.
dazed for 1d4 rounds.
Okay, even if I pass the reflex save?
Yes, the reflex save is just to not be blinded.
Oh, I see. Okay, understood. I'm dazed for 3 rounds.
And you get the full damage.
And I get hurt, yeah. That's a pretty good spell for what it is. At least here.
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty, is that Colin's turn?
That is.
Then we're going to Francis Root.
I am seriously running out of spells.
Good, good. That means this is a good encounter.
This is the big div, right? The one in the middle here?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he has no actions for 3. That's so much worse. I'd much rather be blinded for 3 rounds than dazed. Oh man, I just do nothing for 3 turns.
If he's dazed, does he take a penalty on his saves?
It says he can take no actions, but has no penalty to AC, and it typically lasts 1 round, but this one lasts for 3.
All right.
Get wrecked.
I'm going to send the swarm up after him.
Already.
I'll just offset that so they're not directly on top of each other.
Sure, I understood.
Oh, that's what that is. I was like, what the hell's
Yeah,
the evil dog?
The gigantic pugwampy.
Yeah. The dog bat or something.
And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Oh, I said that wrong. That is not dazed. That is dazzled.
Oh god. Okay, great.
Daz words.
So significantly different.
Yeah, I have a -1 on attack rolls.
Oh man.
I'm going to hit him with Fairy Fire so he can't go invisible again.
Already.
Well, he can, he just won't benefit from it.
Roll spell resistance.
Yeah. I'm guessing this thing has really high SR.
It probably has really high SR.
Is this caster level check?
Yep. D20 plus caster level. Plus 4 if you're Sarah, because she took combat casting. But
I'm going to spend a hero point to get the +8 before the roll.
Understood.
So that'll be plus 15.
All right. I really hope you don't roll bad.
So
how did you?
8. God damn it.
So it's an 18. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Okay, an 18 does fail.
Can I get an action point?
You can. It's
8 plus what? You had a +8 and then
onto that 10 to make an 18.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the 18 is not quite enough. It's you can try. It's going to take action points for more than one person. It's not far off. I'll say, and I've probably gone wibbly wobbly on this a lot, but when we use action points in a situation like this, we'll treat it as an immediate action. Everybody can use 1. You can't just, I'm going to spam all 4.
Damn it!
Can't do that, but everybody can use 1.
I'm off by at least 6 or 7.
I'll pitch in 1.
All right. So we're at 18 right now.
I can't use help or anything, huh?
You'd have to be adjacent.
Okay.
Does he roll that or do I?
Oh.
Either or.
You go ahead and roll.
Just out of curiosity, what are you trying to cast on him? Is it something that would take him down, like, to the
no,
ground?
it's Fairy Fire. It'll stop him from benefiting from invisibility. Because this guy's been turning invisible interstitially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is very, 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 very nice, Fairy Fire.
Well, that's 3.
21 is still not quite enough.
21's getting
21
close-ish, though.
I mean, you're definitely 3 closer than you were a second ago. I will say that.
I'm still off by, I'm guessing, 3 or 4.
Come on, somebody else throw him in.
Because 24 just didn't do it, I think.
Anybody got any more?
I do, but I'm hoping somebody else would do something first.
You coward! Sarah,
Yeah.
Emeritus?
Action point. Do you have any?
Already.
I do.
I spent 2 already so far.
Do you want to use
This
your
would be my
set?
3rd.
Sure.
All right, go for it. Roll d6.
All right.
So now we're at 18.
21, 25.
25 just gets there.
Woo!
Yes!
I did it.
He is
Cool,
very
cool.
fired. That is exactly
So-
what it does.
So, 25, was that the magic number?
You don't know that.
Metagaming.
Pale glow surrounds and outlines a subject. Outline subject sheds light like a candle. Creatures outlined by fairy fire take -20 penalty on all stealth checks. Outline creatures do not benefit from the concealment normally provided by darkness, blur, displacement, invisibility, or similar effects.
All right, understood. Is that all you got?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I suppose I should. I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and move Oleg.
There's no longer a sandstorm. You can move him without penalty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just move him there.
Alrighty. So then it goes to Joe or Colin. It goes to Colin and it goes to Van.
You got anything you can hit him with?
A halfling that's strapped to his leg.
Oleg's pumpkin head.
There you
I
go.
forgot to do that before I ended my turn.
Oh. Darn.
Oh, we haven't done anything
No.
yet.
What
Do
kind
the,
of?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Thunderling have?
Like,
Okay.
do the pumpkin head.
Is that just an attack roll?
yeah, you just hit his touch.
Okay.
It's just a once a week thing, so.
+2. Which? Oh man, I got so many tabs. So many tabs.
Yeah, you and me both. Just every spell I can cast, open them.
Oh.
That's my touch. My touch isn't bad. Oh. Would you
That's
like?
bad, though.
Would you like? You don't have your hero point.
No, I spent it to try and beat his spell resistance.
You did. Okay. What's gonna happen there? That's pretty bad.
He dies. He explodes.
He fell down these stairs and hit and injured his face.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be. I am a merciful god. Oleg's head misses, but then it doesn't grow back. Is what happens. He just kind of like taps up at top, like, "Where'd my head go?"
Oleg.
Shit.
I'll say like the pumpkin misses the div and just kind of like rolls on into the sky like a loose hot air balloon. Just woo.
Balloon Boy! Remember Balloon Boy?
My baby.
Good. All right.
So does Enderling have anything that he can hit him with?
He should have bombs.
Yeah, he's got hella bombs.
I don't know
yeah,
if
he has
Rage
bombs.
Chemist makes him lose that. I don't think it does.
I don't believe so.
I think the only archetype that loses bombs is the Vivisectionist.
There's a couple.
Yeah, no, he's got bombs. It's range increment is 20 feet, so if you move right under him, it's a neg
2.
2 to the roll, but you're targeting his touch, and he's level
You've got
7.
Yeah, I don't
Pretty
see.
high
I don't see the
bonus.
bombs anywhere on the character sheet.
He has them. There's
There's his flamethrower.
no, he has that's a mutagen. That's his breath weapon bomb. But he's got it. It's you just roll an attack roll plus your dex, take a neg 4, and it's
What kind of bombs does he have?
We're
though?
7th level.
for 7th level, yeah. So what,
1,
36?
3, 5, 7, so 46 plus intelligence.
Right. It'd be fire damage.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's a div.
Why
I'm
is that?
pretty sure he's immune to fire.
Divs probably immune to fire.
You guys can make a knowledge arcana check.
I would do a knowledge planes check. This is a planes creature. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
I don't have that.
Every creature is a plane creature. This thing is definitely immune to fire, yeah.
Okay, so what other weaknesses or immunity does it have? Just
Its
curious.
spell resistance is 25. The only thing that it doesn't resist is cold.
Yeah.
It has a lot of spells. It definitely it's toying with you. That's kind of like part of their MO is they just kind of they want to sow chaos and discord and suffering, and that's what it's doing because it thinks it can handle you.
Oh,
It's pissed off about the fairy fire.
good.
What about
You.
What about rubble? I'm right by a destroyed wall. Can I just lob a giant rock at his face?
Sure, why not? You're a giant.
Yeah. What do I roll for that?
Treat it. Take a neg 2. Take a neg 6. It's an improvised weapon. And
Improvised weapons and egg 4.
and then
Can
plus
I help him?
yeah, you can. Yeah, by all means. You're taking a neg 2 for range increment and a neg 4 for improvise, and you just chuck a rock. Like a ranged attack, essentially, I guess.
But am
Okay, I can do that.
I
And then-
just do a regular attack roll?
Yeah, Pogue just has to hit a 10. Pogue hits a 10.
So a ranged attack roll.
With a neg 4 now.
-6. A neg 4. Okay, the neg
No,
4 is
it's-
not calculated into
I get a
this because
plus
I got a
4.
button.
Okay,
I get a
it.
+4. I get a +4.
Oh,
neg
yeah,
2.
that's right, because you are the helpful halfling. Okay, so
Yeah.
Helpful.
So let's do this.
let's do it. So
Fuck was that?
11 minus 2 is 9, and that does not hit his touch.
Hmm.
I mean, it's possible you guys, if you want to burn through all the action points, you could get there. But
No, I've already burned through mine. Thanks.
fair enough. Alrighty, so is that all, guys?
For now, yeah.
For now. Alrighty. When do I go? I think I skipped my turn. Where am I? Okay, no, I see where I am. You guys
You're
don't
right
have
after
any.
Donald.
I'm going to delete the allies because you have no allies. Donald, you're on.
Okay.
Don't have your familiar make a strength check because it's no longer a sandstorm.
Oh, okay, so
He's
my
no longer
familiar.
conscious.
So my familiar are going to come close to me.
All right, as you fly over, it looks like all of your battalion is just dead on the battlefield.
Okay, I am shocked, but I'm going to focus on killing the big guy.
Kill the big guy.
Yes. I'm going to use innervation on the big guy there. So.
Alrighty. Does that require a ranged touch attack?
Yes.
So you cast it and you see him just kind of like he's carrying, like I'd said last session, kind of like an Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings style falchion, in that it's just kind of a big like block of metallic stone with a little like at the top of it, and he just kind of bats the innervation aside away. It does nothing.
Okay. Nice to know that. Finally get to be using more of my force level spells. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to move up here in case if it's going to be doing any AoE spells. It's not going to hurt us as much as I end my turn.
Understood. All right.
That is true.
This guy doesn't like you. You tried to cast the thing at him. He's upset. Is he? Am I more upset that I'm fairy fired or that someone tried to enervate me?
Fairy fire.
Don't hurt me. I am very in pain.
I think he's gonna just. I know I can cast this. Can't I? Yeah, I think break enchantment takes that off, right? I'm about 90% sure I can cast this. This is a evocation break enchantment. It does not, I don't think. I lost it. Damn it, I have too many tabs open. Okay, yeah, I can't break enchantment. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast something at Lucia, because I can't do anything about this feather fire, so I just have to grin and bear it, I guess. Alrighty, so I have to make a touch attack to do that? Alright, he'll fly down. What's my move speed?
So touch attack on who?
On you.
Okay, so touch AC, it is 11, so probably will beat that.
Well, I don't know.
He flies that way? Darn. I was hoping to whip him.
It would provoke from the spiritual weapon, I should say.
That's me.
I forget that's there, because I'm never used to dealing with spiritual weapon at all.
Wing him.
I probably won't because I need to crit to hit him.
No, yeah, you did roll a 19, didn't you? Yeah, that didn't hit.
So let's see if
And
it
here's
hits
the touch.
me. Yep, it hits me.
Alrighty, make me a... There is no save. Neat. Okay. So...
Doesn't sound very neat.
You take that much damage to all 3 of your mental ability scores.
Ouch.
You're going to be a lich before you know it.
Yeah!
Really dumb one.
So what is this? Is this a temporary effect?
You can make a knowledge arcana.
Okay.
Is it a temporary?
A penalty now.
Yeah. You're not quite as good at it as you were a second ago. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. He cast Touch of Idiocy on you, which the duration is 10 minutes per level. His caster level is like 14 or 15. His caster level is 15.
For that, doesn't she?
She does not. Touch of Idiocy allows no save.
Ooh.
Okay, so for about 140 minutes, I have
2.5 hours.
Rough.
Okay.
That's his turn. That's what he's got. And these guys don't exist. Sarah and Colin. Lucia looks a little dumber, less pretty, and also less wise.
Ooh.
She too has puberty pustules coming out of her face, but
How far off the ground is he?
He is level with... Well, no, he's not. He's 10 feet above that. So that's probably like 10 feet off the ground. So he's 20 feet off the ground.
Okay.
So, what happens to bestow curse if the person who cast it dies?
It remains.
Damn.
You can make a knowledge check if you'd like.
Yeah. That'll probably be something for after battle.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I don't think Xandu has anything that could remove a regular spell, let alone a curse.
Mm-hmm.
But this big guy here, he's still up high from where I am,
Mm-hmm.
but he's a lot closer than he was before.
That is very true.
I know what I can do.
Francis has got this.
Why does Francis get a picture over here?
I don't know, because I think he's the only character who made a sheet that like put his token on the sheet.
I did originally, but I think you put us together. So.
Oh yeah, I did. Whoopsie.
It's because my initiative is tied to the token, and
Right.
it wasn't entered manually.
Right.
Look at all the experience up in the top right
So-
corner you guys will get.
How far away is this guy from where Xandu is?
He is probably like he's 40 feet up. You're like probably like 5 feet up. Or no, excuse me.
40 feet.
He's
I
not
think you
40.
said 20 feet.
Yeah, he's 20 feet. I screwed up how high the wall is. He's 20
That's
feet
like-
up. You're 5 feet up.
That's like the initiative. So now he's 40 feet. Now
Yeah,
he's 80
yeah.
feet.
Now you guys know what's going on with initiative. I'm just an idiot.
Well,
So
That should wear
he's-
off in 2.5 hours, though. What?
acceptance is the first part of progress.
That's what they
Yeah.
tell me.
Mhm.
How far?
He's
ahead?
15 feet above you.
15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely within range. Xandu will cast Id Insinuation on him.
All right. Is that a spell that requires a ranged touch?
No, it is not.
Alrighty, roll spell resistance.
Gotcha.
And I don't know what any of these psychic spells do. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
Most of them are.
Whoa, that's weird.
That is weird. What is going on?
The macros are all screwed up in there for some reason.
So caster
So
level
the
check is
DC
your...
should definitely be different.
I understand. The caster level check is a 17, and a 17 is not good enough. Again, you guys know you're pretty close. But it's going to take the power of teamwork.
The power of teamwork.
We're pretty close to what?
To beating it. Like, right now, you're 17 on the caster level check. Doesn't break his spell resistance.
Yeah.
But you're close. You guys know it's 25. Half of you have the character sheet or the stat
Yeah.
block open at your own house.
I would not know that that's a 17 to 25. It would take at least a couple.
Yeah. Do you guys want to burn action points?
This
Oh my
Probably a
god,
good
that
time
is
to-
really good. That's super good. He just starts hitting himself.
That
Possibly.
would be really good.
I don't think I have.
uh,
Xandu's got most of them.
Yeah.
well, that negative intelligence actually removed some of these spells I prepped. Wow.
Rough.
Yeah.
No,
Did it really? It shouldn't have. Bless you. Your intelligence
Wow.
is 16 right now, right?
Yeah.
You don't have level 7 spells yet.
So since
Yeah, I mean it's what I actually prepped.
Oh,
And-
like bonus spells.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm down to like a quarter of my spells now because of that.
That's good to remember. Alright, so will there be action points or does it fail?
I mean, Xandu's willing to throw action points in if other people are.
It will take more than one.
I have none
Because
left,
they're definitely-
so
Yeah, I think I'm out too.
Rough. Enderling has
Everybody-
one. Enderling has one. If you want to use his, you have power of attorney at the moment.
Ooh, I would feel bad doing that, except for the fact that this big guy was his focus that he
Mm.
wanted to take down.
Fair enough.
So,
I'll pay him one back if I get one.
Deal. All right, so that sounds like 2d6 rolled to me.
yep.
He's gonna roll 2.
Yeah, just roll snake eyes and be super sad.
Come on, bitch.
Here we go.
You can do this. You just
Fuck.
that's a 24. You need a 25. Is there?
Ooh!
A hero point could bump it. I'll say a hero point gets you there. Unless nobody else has action points.
You know, Xandu does still have his hero point. I forgot about that.
In the final hour. Let's use it.
In the final 8 minutes.
Yeah, in the late minutes, he is going to use his hero point to bump that up.
Alrighty, what's my will save DC?
It's definitely not what's listed there.
I'm going to be really sad if we did all this conversating and then I just passed the will save with flying colors.
There's definitely some stuff going on with will saves there.
Alright, is a 28 good enough?
28? Definitely.
Alright, so is that just rolling 8s?
Yes.
Alright, he shakes it off. You begin to invade his mind, and he just shakes his head, looks over at you.
We can't use a hero point to lower.
You can use a hero point to add... well, you can't use a hero point to make him re-roll. Well, sure. If you want to, sure, we can use a hero point to give an enemy disadvantage. Alright, so...
He's got a plus 15 to that, though.
So he passes still.
Yeah.
He could fail.
He could crit fail, too.
Yeah. So he shakes it off and now is looking at Xander. Does Xander have a move action?
Xandu does have a move action. So that did not work, seeing that that's not a good option. He is going to try and get a little bit out of range of stuff.
Just take off. That didn't work!
1, 2... is this thing here up high or down low still?
It's up high.
Up high.
Okay, so Xandu doesn't have to worry about that.
Correct.
So he will go to about there.
Alrighty, Sarah, what would you like to do?
Well... This guy's over here now.
Yes.
Enderling should be able to grab him, right?
Yeah, you guys are the same size category.
That
You can
is
grab
true.
him.
Or whack him.
And
So, yeah.
these guys are experience points for later.
Yeah, those guys are all just dead bodies I put in the corner. And there are a lot
Oh,
of them.
they're dead?
Yeah, they're not actively waiting to fight you. This is everything you've killed. I just put it up there so I wouldn't lose track.
Oh,
We
and
murdered
here I am
those
sitting here
fools.
thinking that these guys are like waiting to get us.
Yeah, it's just...
Because they don't have like X's over their body or anything like that. Well, damn it, Tommy.
I guess I should be
Yeah,
more...
they're waiting to kick our asses like this is an episode of fucking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's what I thought was going on. I thought they were just
Once you guys
lurking.
get through the CR14 outsider, the CR4 outsiders will come in and clean up. Boss has got it! What you got, Sarah?
Is it how, where?
It's 20 feet off the ground.
I know it's coming down.
Not right now.
Well, it was like 40 or 50 feet last turn.
Right.
That's
Slower.
That's true. It's not just like plummeting to the earth.
I didn't think that was going on. I thought he was like flying down, not like crashing.
No, you get the feeling that Lucia tried to do something to him and it angered him, and now he's making Lucia dumb. But now he's like, he's glaring at Xander essentially now.
I did see Lucia get really ugly.
Mm-hmm.
All these zits pop up on her face.
Yeah, I would imagine what makeup Lucia would be wearing came off.
Just like...
It just came off.
Maybe it wasn't Maybelline. You should talk to Poke. Obviously, you need better makeup.
Absolutely.
She's definitely not born with it.
Yeah, I
No,
definitely.
she might die with it. All right. Anyway.
All right.
Doo-doo-doo.
Now you're within his threat range. He's 10 feet above you.
In his threat range, or I can...
You can't hit him. He can hit you.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
Just shoot him.
It would be bad if I tried to shoot him. It would be worse than
Yeah.
trying to use my spiritual weapon.
You can
Which
move. You
already-
could renege your move and move your spiritual weapon into him.
But I already have to crit to hit him. I figured it would be better to...
Have an extended threat range.
Yes.
Well, he's still 10 feet above you. You don't have a reach weapon. You can't hit him.
Well, I was planning on trying to hit him, but you confused me.
Oh, okay. So you're done then.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I lost the initiative count. Francis, what's up?
So, how... Okay, I suppose I have to make a check for this. How is he flying? Is it a spell, or does he just have a fly speed?
Make a check.
Holy crap.
He has
knows everything.
he has cast fly on himself. I will give you 3 questions about his bestiary entry.
Wait.
Uh,
Are they yes or no questions? Or
No, they're
okay.
definitive questions. He's not casting commune. Wheel and woe.
Because I don't want you to be like, I can't answer that. You've used one of your questions.
I'm not that mean.
You're pretty mean.
Do you have any
Connor.
suggestions for questions?
Yeah, go for it. You guys can talk about it.
Yeah, now you have 2. That was a joke.
Thank you for the clarification.
No, that was for the GM. That was for Tommy.
I'll give Van an action point for that. That's fine with me.
I'm debating whether to cast Flurry of Snowballs, because I know he won't resist the damage, and it doesn't offer spell resistance.
He can't resist the snowballs.
2 murder snowballs! Arrgh! He had a bad high
Dispel
school.
Magic.
Or Dispel Magic. Okay.
Well, if you get him on the ground,
Yeah, then Enderling can beat him to death.
I will also note that cold
Pogue could beat him
cold
to
spells are
death.
doing more damage right now.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't sure if that was still in effect or not.
That's still in effect, yeah. It's still snowing.
I actually have Dispel Magic prepared. I would probably tell everyone about this.
Okay, you're
If
probably
you
better
get
equipped to use Dispel Magic than I am, so I'll do the Flurry of Snowballs.
Alrighty. So I get a reflex save?
Enderling can hit him from where he is, so he can probably get a hold of him, and then Pogue can, I don't know, jump off Enderling and start stabbing this dude in the kidney.
That's how you play rogues, yeah, oh yeah.
yeah.
Alright, I will Flurry of Snowballs him.
Alrighty, I think that's a reflex save.
It is
And I add, what do I add? I definitely add something.
quite a bit, I'm sure.
It's not that much.
You big, dumb CR, whatever the fuck thing.
Alright, how's a 34?
That's a lot.
Alright, so I take half. So I take full, essentially, because the spell does damage and a half. Which is double damage against troops, I just realized that. Start speccing into cryomancers. Alrighty, so he takes 7.
Well, it would take 150%, so that'd be 20, so he takes 10.
Okay, gotcha. I knew that.
Or 11, whatever.
Alright, understood. He looks at you now, and now he is unhappy.
Fight me, you long-ass bitch.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Alright, Joe and Van.
Oh, wait, sorry. One more thing.
Okay.
Pumpkins.
This
Is Oleg gonna do anything?
No, he can't, because he's dumb and he doesn't have a head. And he takes 7 points of damage from the thorns.
Those thorns.
Can you put it somewhere where it's not going to hit us?
It's like up in his upper torso area.
Up in his grill.
Up in his business.
All of those are accurate. Colin, Van, what you got for him?
Do we want to hold him until let's see, I cast Dispel Magic?
It may or may not work.
Yeah, because he's got to get through the spell resistance and everything.
Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't work, we can take our action anyway. Just after that, hold till the casting.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Would that are you in agreement?
Yeah,
or no?
because she's next, so that makes sense.
Alrighty.
Sure,
Yeah, either he plummets to the ground or he doesn't.
Right.
Yep.
Donald, you're up.
So, Tightfold, be nice to me.
No.
Oh, did he not one? He did, didn't he?
Yes.
What are you casting? You're casting Dispel Magic?
Yes.
Okay.
It occurs like Mage's Disjunction. You are no longer magical.
What? Oh my god.
How about how about all the buffs I had on my character?
I'm curious about what this spell Mage's Disjunction does. I don't know.
You've never heard of Mage's Disjunction?
No, I've never cast it. I prefer to hit things with swords, to tell you the truth.
You use it for destroying artifacts, but there's a 1% chance that it backfires and gets rid of all your magical power.
Oh god. That's tempting.
No. How about
No.
how about
You're 7 levels in sorcerer replaced with 7 levels in commoner. Eat it, nerd.
He becomes Yarva. Yarva becomes the master.
Okay.
What I'm gonna say happens is you go to cast it, and there's some kind of magical brouhaha, and the touch of idiocy happens again. Take 3 more intelligence, wisdom, and charisma drain.
Wow.
Well, not drain.
Yeah.
I don't think it's drain. Let me use the correct nomenclature. It's just a penalty to the score. I can't put them lower than 1.
Okay, so total.
He's like, guys, I got
-8.
this. Go to
Yeah.
cast, and like a
Wow.
gigantic zit just comes out of your nose.
Folks like that was a dumb idea.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't do that.
So
Okay.
that'll trigger Enderling's held action.
Triggered.
Yeah.
All right,
Go get
still
him.
get him.
So
3-legged race. 1.
5, 10. Yeah, you can definitely get there.
Sorry, Donald. That's fucking awful.
It could have been
yeah.
Mage's disjunction.
I mean, Lucia went through puberty twice. Have to go through. It would be technically 3 times. Growing up as a human, from piss, and then this just happened.
So I calculate you now at 13 intelligence, 8 wisdom, and 7 charisma.
Yeah, about that.
Rough. The 32 to a hit is tied to defender. Well, no.
No. That's. I'm rolling to aid.
Oh, okay. Then it is very successful.
Oh,
But that would have hit because you're flanking him. You're flanking with Emeritus now, technically.
Ew.
so
Hit
that's
him with-
interesting. I don't know if Enderling was going to attack. I thought he was going to grapple and like drag this guy down to the ground.
You can have a +4 on either. It's the same idea.
Do you want to grapple him or just take him out?
The question is if we can take him out, because if we can grapple him, then we can do damage and keep him down here where the others can hit him.
That is true.
It's true.
Because if you don't
And
take him out
Enderling
in
is
this
not-
round, he might just fly away.
Enderling is pretty smart, and he does have a really good CMB right now.
Okay.
All right, make that check. It has a +4.
Well, yeah, I'm just giving you the +4 to do what you want, big guy.
All right. Just gonna see if he can grapple him and pull him down.
Get over here.
It's like, make him your bitch. Make him your bitch, Enderling.
25 plus 4.
So
29.
29 doesn't get there.
God damn it.
Shit.
Really?
Grappling big
Wow.
things is really hard in Pathfinder.
Does
That's
Enderling have a hero
Enderling
point?
is big too. Enderling, they're the same size category, so it
So
shouldn't make a
that would
difference.
bump it up to a 30.
Even then, 30 doesn't get there.
Wow.
Jesus.
It was rough.
Does Enderling does have a hero point?
Yeah, he never used it.
How close would we be to getting this guy down here?
Let me see what you rolled. You rolled a 9.
9.
It's not outside of your wheelhouse, but a +4 doesn't get you there. You just rolled low on this one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Man, this sucks.
Yeah.
Just be happy I'm just toying with you guys.
Well,
Like hero point just to do a.
do it. It's
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
Just straight reroll. Yeah, Van's got to work in the morning.
Just do an attack then? Is that possible? Reroll
Yeah,
an
that's
attack?
fine. You can do that.
Okay. So this isn't a full attack, unfortunately.
Right, just the
which
one.
means I just get the bite, right?
Yep.
So let's see what Enderling can do here. $22 plus 4.
So 20. Well, it's more than
Six.
that. 28 doesn't hit because you're flanking him.
28 does not hit. Darn.
It's close.
28 doesn't hit?
Does not hit.
I should have just hit him with the sword.
The 32 was
Left it
tied to
at
defender.
that.
God damn it.
Is that all, guys?
Darn.
How did it get to Donald's turn on the initiative? Oh, because I never hit the next button. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all you two?
That's all they can do.
All right. The last person that
Really?
did something to me that I didn't like was Francis.
Ooh.
I will
Yep,
5 foot step
Just
over.
kill me.
I'm not.
just kill me.
No.
You're gonna kill me.
I'll kill you when I'm done toying with my fucking prey here.
5 foot step, you say? Does it provoke?
No, it's a 5 foot step, Sarah. Does a 23 break your touch?
Yeah.
It's a 5-foot flight. I beg your pardon.
That's still a thing. That's still a thing. He does have to roll to cast defensively here. So, can't think it's a that level spell. I add what to my concentration? It's too late in the day to not know what your guy does, Tommy. I think I had that. Yeah, dude, I had that actually. So I need to get a. I passed. Okay. So the spell is cast defensively, and Francis takes a neg this much to his intelligence, his wisdom, and his charisma.
Oh.
I do have that.
Only a 1.
Okay, that's all I could. Well, I have one more. Yeah, that is my turn. Dude, Sarah Collin. You guys can definitely tell this guy, like, he thinks he's won, and he's just kind of, like, toying with you guys at this point. He's going to make you as useless and terrible as possible, and then he will one by one slaughter you.
I don't like that.
You shouldn't. He's also in
No.
threat range now. He had to go down to get to Francis.
You had to go down on Francis, you say?
Yes, for 1 intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Everyone's going through puberty.
The div went down on Francis.
Yeah, it's not that often you get action at my age.
I mean,
They're just ugly.
I am picturing Lucia whenever she go back to camp, she's going to get going to get picked on by the other female casters.
You're so ugly now. The 27 doesn't hit though, Sarah.
What does not hit?
Does not.
In case it wasn't obvious from your thumbs down you're giving me.
Well, I have to say it in the audio. Colin, what you got? You guys could take this guy out. He's pretty beat up. He took a couple of bombard shots to the chest, and he's used most of his resources.
Yeah, Enderling's the only one that can hit him, though.
That's why this
Snowball?
encounter exists, because Enderling can mess people up.
So I can move my weapon over here and do it.
Yeah, but you can't concentrate on it to attack. I'll move the sword over. That's your move action.
Okay. That's fine.
So this guy here is he's within range of Xandu's lightning bolt, and Xandu's down low, so it'll be going up over Emeritus's head
Correct.
if he shoots it.
Okay.
I'll duck.
Well, it's going over your head. Don't duck. You lean into it. Oh, no!
It's going over my head, and I duck. I'm
Should duck
ensuring more
backwards.
space between
A lot of
the
it's like
thingy.
this.
What?
A lot of it's like this. Well, they can't see the hand motion. Whatever, cast the spell. It's late in the evening.
Yeah,
Smite me, almighty smiter.
that probably doesn't overcome.
Does not. The
Oh,
natural
interesting.
2 does not break SR. If that is
Oh.
all,
That is it.
Francis.
That moves.
How much longer is that here for?
Until the
This
div
is-
dies.
It'll be one more round.
Okay. You could just
takes
kill it.
8.
Just swarm of fangs forever.
8 points of damage from the swarm of thorns.
Mhm.
And I can't hit him, like, at all.
Rough.
Who has the snowballs? Throw the snowballs again.
Who's got the snowballs?
I don't think oh, no, wait, that's a 2nd level spell. I have a bunch more. It's 3rd levels I'm out of.
I am thinking of full metal jacket now.
Can you throw snowballs at them?
Yeah, so they're standing on this platform. How high up is that compared to where I'm standing?
They who?
Emeritus and Lucia.
They're 10 feet up. The div starts at 5. Or no, the div's... Yeah, the div is within 5 feet of you. It's awkward, but he went down.
Mm.
Yeah, just shoot it at an angle.
Yeah, you have the angle, I'm sure.
Okay. I'll 5 foot back and I'll flurry of snowballs.
All right, would you like to cast defensively?
Yes.
Because it does. You are still in his threat.
That is a concentration.
That does pass.
Okay. 11, 15, and then your reflex save, which I assume you make.
I might not. You never know. Let me...
Tommy
Might always crit fail.
Tommy may get a natural 1.
Yeah, dude, it happens. Have faith in my ability to be terrible.
My ability to fail.
Yeah. I can't see what I rolled. What I roll? I rolled a 20,
20.
so I take full instead of damage and a half, so I take 11.
All right.
Ouchie. He's still looking at you unhappily.
Why won't you die?
They definitely hit Snowball's pelt, this very evil, very powerful outsider. Just, what?
So me and Papa, we are 5 feet above him for reach.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so if I move, okay, so free action to move.
Free action. Hey, now wait a minute.
Move action.
Me, I'm
Nice
going
try,
to
Donald.
I think it's
Okay,
Donald's turn, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to move back 5 feet
Understood.
as a single as part of the action. So have them move and then standard action. So magic missiles on the big guy. So casting defensively.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see that.
That just
That would
barely squeaks in. You got it.
yes. And then
Now roll spell resistance.
this is probably going to hurt
With your
me.
really bad intelligence. That does that.
Yeah, 20.
Somebody give that man an
24.
action point because he just needs one.
Yeah, that's one.
I'll give him the one I had.
Then it automatically passes.
Okay, roll very high, please. Okay, 15. Does that kill it?
It doesn't kill it, but it's not happy.
Okay, cool.
There's no
Finally,
DR on that too. It's force damage.
yes,
Oh, thank
that
you.
is why that is why Magic Missile is one of the best spells overall from level 1 to level 9 still.
Fair enough. Joe and Van,
All right, hit the fucker.
hit the fucker.
Yeah, that's literally what Enderling's gonna do. He's gonna full
Just
attack.
wail on him.
Everything's got this.
Kill it.
Yeah.
So that's for my +4.
All right, the aid another is successful.
Does that apply to all the attacks in the full attack or no?
I think just the next one.
Yeah, I think it's the first attack.
Otherwise, I'm playing aid and other characters on leadership forever.
So 4, 2 bites, and 2 claws.
You got it.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see what we can do.
And he's flanking.
So,
And you got the flank, yeah.
yeah. So that's
Come on, baby.
first bite.
First bite misses.
One claw.
Oh.
2 claw.
All of
I
those.
feel like
Oh,
his
those are-
bonus is supposed to be higher than that.
And then his bite.
All of those fail to connect.
Wait a minute. +20 +14. What do you roll? A 2? Yep, it was a 2 plus a 14.
Isn't his bonus normally
three.
like plus 20?
Yeah, I think you might be hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to
Is
find
that
any entry.
because his thing here says it's 14 is his bonus.
With all of his buffs.
The buffs are in there. Do those automatically apply or no?
I don't think so. I think he has.
they
He
don't
should add
automatically
way more than
apply to
14.
Macros.
I don't know how he has his macros set up, but I'm
He had macros for these.
and the macros are on his end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before I'm almost certain he was rolling plus 20.
Yeah, he rolls a lot harder than that. So I'm gonna say that if he's adding plus 20 instead of plus 14, that would mean
The first claw hits with the bonus from haste because that's 34.
right, and then the other one just barely falls off and misses. Did he just roll bad? He rolled like a 13 and a 10 and he rolled bad.
Yeah.
So we just know he's adding 6 more when Colin's rolling him.
So that should be
Okay.
18 points of damage.
You got it.
Is it dead?
It's not dead.
God damn it.
Wait, Donald said, "Is it dead?" Is that all you do?
Well, I just
Yes.
used my aid. There's not much I can do.
Alrighty, what can I do? I'm gonna.
Francis is literally praying.
It just drops to the ground. You guys still have that.
Oh, yeah.
Tolk can
Tolk.
save the day.
Smite him, Almighty Smiter.
What can I'm still not threatened. I'm enjoying playing around with you guys. What else can I do? I have one more of that. But it doesn't really hurt anyone that badly. I think I might. I don't want to just start smacking either, because I'm not threatened enough to kill you. What I'll say is I'm going to roll to cast defensively real fast. I add stuff, and it provokes. He loses the hold monster he was going to cast on Enderling, and it provokes from everyone in his threat range. So that's Pogue,
Nice.
that's Enterling, that's Emeritus. Yeah.
And my spiritual weapon?
Your spiritual weapon. Yeah, your spiritual weapon too. That is at that range.
It's got a crit to hit, but
Hey, you got this.
here we go.
Holy crap, clutch.
He crits and hits.
Uh,
Pogue
Well,
does-
the good news is that's not my spiritual weapon, so I will do more damage.
Haha. Pogue misses.
Please stop
I miss.
rolling twos.
I know, right?
Ready? Here comes the damage.
Alrighty.
Ugh.
16.
And then the 2d6.
Okay.
This is the one that's evil, right?
Yeah, the div are all evil.
Well, the one wasn't.
Alrighty, he takes... That gets through his DR, because that's an artifact. He's not happy. He's actually now. They're probably just going to spend this whole campaign sundering that.
That'll be 35 from
Sundering my
Enderling.
weapon! No!
20
Enderling,
points of damage.
No!
Enderling's bite hits and he takes 20 damage. Well, he takes less. He can modify that, but...
Alright, wrong crit to hit. Here we go.
Alright, bring it on. He missed.
Eh!
Eh!
Ah.
And that's his... He is upset. He's going to 5-foot step up this... Whoop. I don't know what I hit, but it put me to the bottom left corner of the
Oh,
board.
wait a minute. Oh, nobody else gets to
Nobody
attack.
else is, yeah. So he's just going to 5-foot step over here and be sad.
Boo!
And Colin and Emeritus.
Do it again. Do it again.
He's just kind of glaring.
Uh,
He sees Mist Morning and he recognizes Mist Morning for what it is, and he kind of like simultaneously pulls away with revulsion and like picks up the sword that he's holding it. He realizes he has a sword and he realizes he needs to get rid of that because it's
Please
back
don't
here.
attack my shit.
Now he's definitely attacking. It's your turn, Sarah.
Alright, we're gonna
Alright.
do this first. Spiritual weapon.
Alrighty, go for it.
Oh!
The spiritual weapon hits automatically hits Enderling. Roll damage.
Ah, sorry, Joe. Well, okay. Damn it.
Now you roll high.
I don't remember how many hit points Enderling had.
You should be okay right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. That's less than I healed him for a little while ago.
Okay,
Yeah, and I healed them too. So
gotcha.
Zandu does
Alright.
not have much he can do, but try and zap this guy.
Alrighty. Sarah, is your scimitar keen?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Oh,
that's
wait, that does hit.
that's in your threat range. Yeah, roll to confirm.
Wait, 15 to 20? No, it's not keen.
Okay, fair enough. Then it does not, and go ahead, Xander.
Okay, so Zandu will get sort of over here, so he's underneath it, and he's... Because this guy is over Enderling still, right?
Mhm.
yeah,
So Zandu can sort of pop a lightning bolt over Enderling and hit this guy. Try to, anyways.
You can.
See what he can do.
How's that caster level check? It does not make it.
Nope.
I think we're going to Francis's turn.
There's another volley of snowballs.
Pew, pew.
And the last round of this.
This is going. If this creature survives still, I have to use my last magic missile up and almost one of my last spells up.
How come you rolled 46, sir?
Why it's taking
How come you rolled 46?
for the snowballs.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
There's the 2d6 for the teeth.
Gotcha. Here is my reflex save. I add stuff. Is an 18 good enough?
It is not.
Haha, you did it.
You take 20 points of cold damage.
Ow! Yeah, he's not happy now. He's starting to like gasp at his chest. He's starting to grasp at his chest. He's kind of like leaning forward. You can tell he's switched from I'm going to debuff and have fun mode to serious mode.
so we better kill him
20,
quick.
Yeah,
26 points of damage between.
Kill
those
him,
two.
kill him.
That's. Yeah, that's Francis.
Alrighty. Donald?
Okay, I'm going to use my last magic missile besides for two of my other spells that I can't use, unfortunately.
Alrighty.
So 20. That misses.
Does not break his SR.
Okay, drats. And you see, Lucia is pissed. Her hormones is going through her. She is ugly. She is going through her childhood hurt again, and there's a big guy that want to kill the party potentially. So she's pissed.
Metal
And
starts growing on her teeth, and she grows a little mustache on.
Oh,
Horrible.
All right,
she
Enderling,
grows
let's
some
do
dental
this.
headgear.
The braces
Yeah.
grow back.
No. To add more to this, the imp, he is cackling.
The imp hasn't helped this whole combat.
Yeah. Yeah, my Raven, he is being a prick to Lucia.
The aid another is successful.
Was that an aid another or an attack?
Yeah, that's an aid another.
If it's Van, it's
Okay.
probably an aid another.
Just wail
Okay.
on him, kick his ass,
Let's see what Enderling
beat
can
him
do
about
here.
the face, neck, and shoulders.
Oh, he's above you, so it's more like the waist, butt. and
Kick him in
legs.
punch him in his balls.
That hits.
Yep.
Because there's
For
a buff
max
on it.
damage.
For max damage.
26.
Okay.
Or sorry, 24.
Ooh,
That
that-
hits.
That hits as well.
Or 16.
For 16. Kane can have a hero point for doing all this math and for catching this.
Nice.
That one doesn't hit, I don't think.
30.
Well, remember, there's still an extra, like...
It's 9
there's
plus
the
20.
14.
No, that's only 30.
Yeah, that would be tied to defender because he's flanked.
Is that including flanked?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sorry, 30. Yeah, 32. So
32.
Still tied to defender.
Yeah, so one more claw attack.
Yeah, right.
Which doesn't hit.
31, 33.
33 does hit, excuse me. So he takes...
For 16 points of damage.
Right. Kind of surprises me this guy doesn't have, like, fast healing or something. Alrighty, this guy is pissed. He's going to start cleaving.
Okay.
Why don't you do that?
Playtime is over. It's time to get serious. Who do I like?
How-
I don't like Francis. He's throwing snowballs at me, and that's mean.
You know what I don't like? You.
Alright, what can I do? Do I have Great Cleave? I just have the regular Cleave. Just normal Cleave. So I take a -2 on this. I actually take more than that.
I don't think you literally can't miss me.
Yes, I can.
Well, you can roll a 1, but otherwise you can't miss me.
Plus this number. And here we go. Is that it?
Ouch.
Yes.
Alrighty, for this
My AC
many
is 18.
D6 plus... where is my damage? It's too late in the evening. Plus this. Alright, here we go. Ooh, that was a lot.
Yeah, I'm down.
He's going to cleave over to Emeritus, yeah.
I'm at -4.
What do I add on my attack roll? I add that. Wow, not that. That's 10 more than I'm supposed to. Easy, big guy. 31 to hit Emeritus.
That definitely hits.
Plus this. 4. Kane dies and promptly says BRB. For 17 damage. And then I'm going to check if I can keep doing this over and over.
What?
I can't. Okay, I don't have... I forget how the cleave feats rather work, so I only have the one extra attack. I will 5-foot step. Yeah, that's my turn.
You managed to cleave both sides of you?
It's just another enemy in my threat range.
Okay.
So I could have hit anybody there. Zandu and Emeritus. He's not happy. You see Francis go down in a bundle of sadness.
A bundle of sadness. Like
Xandu
Santa's
will-
sack going away in the wind. I don't know why I went straight to Santa.
Classic
This
you.
way, 5 foot.
He's gonna quickly get out of his threat range.
Yeah. And he's gonna launch his last lightning bolt and hope it works.
Alrighty. Gotta break that
Ooh.
magic. You did it. Just barely
Yeah.
got there. Alright, so my
Now he's
reflex save
gotta
is...
make a reflex that he probably passes of...
I get a 30.
Yeah, he definitely passes. For half damage.
Okay.
Let's see what this lightning bolt can do. Why do I have 2 of them? That doesn't make sense.
Why don't you have to? Is one of them like psychic damage or something?
No, they're both just lightning bolts, but I have them both listed in my attack macro for some reason. I don't know if this thing's messed up.
Weird.
I gotta double check to make sure I don't actually have two of them and I'm rolling the right thing.
It should just be 7d6, right?
Yes.
It should be that.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready for me to crit again.
You go ahead and roll on the damage. That's fine.
Ugh.
You don't hit.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
How is there a sword?
Okay,
I feel about it.
Sad.
Woo!
30 damage from that lightning bolt halved.
So he takes 15, and then his
15.
resistance kicks in.
Oh.
What kicks in?
His resistance to electricity.
Oh.
Not resistance as per like 5e, where it's just flat up half.
Mm.
But is that all you two?
Yep.
Sarah, done.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Francis, roll to stabilize.
I think he's...
Is that just constitutional?
D20 plus Constitution minus however far below 0 you are.
Okay.
So that does not make it. And you go to -5 and continue to die.
No.
Donald, what you got?
Okay, so let's see. What should I do? So Francis is in the negative for hit points then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
That's gonna provoke. That provokes.
The thing is I cannot do much. I mean, all of my spells are gone. I guess I can probably go back. If I move back here, I'll get my crossbow out to shoot. Can I hit him from where I am from this point, or is he...
You should be able to.
There will be an -4 because you're firing into melee, but yeah, you can give it a shot.
Okay, so if I move back here...
Okay, yeah. That's fine. That's out of his start range if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I just asked. So the staff I had switched to a crossbow, and I'm going to try to hit the big guy. And I miss miserably, and the wood, and I managed to damage the wood around him.
You probably just shoot like away. It's going off with that pumpkin that's continuing to just blast off again.
Sparrow.
All right, Joe and Van. Van and Joe, who's actually calling. Joe is sick.
Ready?
Ready.
Yep.
All right. Do my little magic dance.
Do your magic dance.
I'm ready to do math because it's the only thing I can contribute now.
The aid another is successful.
Here we go. First bite.
Nom nom.
That does not.
Thank you, Francis.
First set of claws.
What?
30, 32.
32, 33 with haste.
All right,
That
so
hits.
it just barely gets in for 9 damage. Got it.
Then
Actually, it's more than 9. It's how much damage is that, Kane?
The plus 4, 13.
13. Got it.
another bite.
Oh, another bite.
That hits.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
magic
23.
number's 10, right?
23.
Yeah.
Then last set of claws.
Alrighty.
That is.
That hits.
And that kills him.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was rough.
That was a tough boss fight.
He kind of like, he brings down Francis and he goes to swing at Emeritus and it goes through Emeritus's midsection and then he like turns around and there is Ederling in his elfin rage just like pouncing on him, tearing him apart while Pogue sits on top and cheerleads him on.
The
battle for Fort Ligos.
I'm telling him where to hit him.
The battle for Fort Ligos is over. And you
Okay,
It's just Enderling going, punch him in the nuts.
Okay.
Poke.
Grab his nuts. Grab his nuts.
Seeing
Get him by the short and curlies. Urgh!
seeing a comrade is down, I grab Papa, say we have to save our friend.
Sarah is
Yes, you should.
Oh,
No,
well,
I'm not. I'm here.
Are you?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said Emeritus was unconscious.
No, Papa.
no, but it's Francis. Old Francis is down.
Yes.
And as you guys walk around, you can see that so too are like pretty much everyone who isn't you that was defending the fort. Your battalion is down. You can see like Medea's leg is sticking up from amongst your horsemen.
No! I'm
Malik
gonna reincarnate her.
Malik is dead. All the defenders are dead. You guys are the only thing left holding the fort.
What about my apprentice? Is he dead?
Your apprentice wasn't here at the fort. He wasn't taken here.
Cool. Good to know that.
Does Malik have any good stuff for me?
You can perception his body if you'd like.
I want to examine I would assume I would have my horse and carriage probably in the fort somewhere.
Your horse and carriage is back at camp. You weren't teleported with it.
No.
I'm going towards the light. I'm gonna become a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah!
Francis will have to roll to stabilize again if somebody doesn't get to him.
Francis,
Shit!
I'm going to do force CPR and force a healing potion down.
Oh, I actually stabilize.
I would force a healing potion down your throat.
Ugh.
So roll a 1d8 plus 1 to heal yourself.
Oh god, I don't want to wake up to that.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe he'll roll a 1 and just like and stay down.
I feel like I was back in junior high school. Woohoo!
Oh, you're good? Yeah, you wake up to it.
Okay, so as you wake up, you see a very ugly female nerd.
Why are they a nerd?
Because she's taking a lot of charisma drain.
But why are they a nerd?
Well,
I mean, I get the ugly, but why are they a nerd?
Well, she's a bookworm, so...
Well, she's a bookworm. Her charisma is in the dumps. Only her intelligence is high enough at the moment.
Okay, so on Malik's body, you definitely find stuff for sure. This is all off the top of my head because I didn't think I'd need his sheet. He has a plus... Well, you don't know. He has a magic hammer. He has a magic set of plate mail. He has a magic ring. He has a magic amulet. He has a magic belt.
Wait a minute, magic hammer, magic...
Armor.
Plate, right?
Yes.
Magic plate.
Magic belt.
Magic belt.
Magic ring.
Magic ring.
Magic amulet.
Magic amulet.
And Xandu comes over to see if he can figure it out.
Yeah, he's got some appraise to him.
I
bit,
do
not much.
I do.
Are we done, Tommy?
With combat, yeah. We could also
Okay.
be done with the session because we're 34 minutes over.
Yeah.
Because we're already past time, so we could call it here and then finish up the...
Let's...
Yeah.
It's
Let's
not a
start
bad
with that
idea.
important next week.
Fair enough. Got it. We will start here next week, as they're saying. Thank you guys so much for watching me toy with my party using a CR14 outsider.
You're awful.
I am awful. As always, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos, guys, and we'll see you next week.